welcome to Scripts and Giggles with Shoshanna
And Marnie. Can I tell you something that happened to me earlier today?
Go on.
Actually, on the way here.
Yeah.
So I get to your station.
Yeah.
And I go through the big door, the big barriers.
Yeah.
And I look over my shoulder.
Who is it?
Someone's trying to sneak through the barriers.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Sorry, do you understand the specs? That's not the one I mean.
Yeah.
Of being a woman at night.
Yeah.
And a man.
Oh, it was a man as well.
It was a dude.
Big guy.
No.
Oh.
Because I literally...
Oh, a child.
No, I don't think he was a child, but he was a short man. I think he was probably like a teenager.
Okay, but yeah.
But what's the word I'm looking like? The logistics of you being... He wasn't touching me or anything.
Yeah, but it's like so close.
Feeling someone up that close to you. Like your brain is like, oh, am I being... What's going on? Just so you can get through the barriers for free. Also, you look like you're a child. You probably could have got through this for free anyway.
You know what the funny thing is that it's the big barriers.
It's the big barriers.
So really and truly, you could walk in. There's been times when I've had to walk through because my ticket is not accepted, but I do have a ticket, so I just walk through. But with my station, so what happened? About a month or two ago, I saw a video on TikTok of these, there were teenage boys doing parkour over those barriers. So they were jumping over it, doing different tricks and tips. Since then, every morning there's always someone from the train station right by those barriers because they know
they got you.
They got you. And because when I saw that TikTok, I was like, that looks familiar. Wait, that's my station. It looked like a fun video. They looked like they're having fun, but I was like, these idiots. Next time, saw those guys there.
No one could do it.
Because one time I had to go through the barriers because I had my ticket, wouldn't accept it, and my train was coming, and I was like, bro, I have to go through. I paid for my ticket.
Did you push?
No.
You followed someone?
I didn't have to. Wait, someone had come out. The gates were still open. I just walked through. Again, if it's the big barriers, why would you need to push? It takes 6 seconds for it to open anyway.
He didn't push. I want to say he didn't push.
Yeah,
it's just why are you so close
in a rush? Yeah.
To me?
Yeah.
You don't understand the visuals of being a woman and having a man that up. I don't know what you're about to do.
You could do this, boom, and then smack him in the face.
I could have.
Yeah.
I could have also overreacted and been like, why the fuck are you for that? I don't know what you're doing. You're just trying to get home. I get it. Maybe wait until a man's going through the barriers. I don't know. I don't know what the right thing to do is.
Yeah, but I think if there's a man, they'll be like, don't I go too close, I don't want it to be like...
Gay. Yeah. This is also not, it's a flop either way, because, I cannot express to you how quickly I would get the ick if I saw my man following someone else through the... So you're poor as well. You're so poor you can't even get the train. What the heck? What the heck is going on? I can't do it.
It's going back to the debate we had about, love or money.
And as you guys heard, I'm on the side of money. And I can't do it.
I'm in the middle. I want to love you, but we can be comfortable.
What is the thing that the girl said on the French Love Is Blind? I'm used to a certain lifestyle. And I need to know if my businesses go under, my husband can provide for me. That is me. I'm used to a certain lifestyle.
Oh my gosh! I literally was watching Pop the Balloon, the most recent one, and the girl was asking everyone, do they have TSA pre-check, which in America it means that you have priority.
You can sail through.
You can sail through security. Yeah. It's like when we were flying on EasyJet. Or was it Ryanair and you got priority? And we were all just there sitting there waiting for our gate to be called. And she was like, I've already got priority. I see you guys off the flight. I feel you guys...
I had to get a legroom chair. I had to get a legroom chair.
I know. Yeah, you were like, I'll see you in the destination. And we were like, all right, we'll see how it is. We saw how it is.
I gotta get comfy.
Wow.
We're too old. There are some luxuries, right?
I agree.
That's why I've decided I'm going to learn to drive, because there are just some creature comforts that I need, and one of those things is traveling in comfort.
Yeah, but I can imagine you with the chauffeur, not the chauffeur, but in the passenger princess.
I am a passenger.
So that's why I'm surprised when I heard you were going to learn how to drive.
Yeah, but I thought I'm going to learn how to drive. I will never drive anybody anywhere. I will just drive me by myself.
So I come to your yard.
Yeah.
I need a lift.
And I'll be like, Uber's still running, baby.
The irony of the situation is after this, I'm dropping this girl at her house. I'm driving this girl back to our yard.
Joe's going to be like, we're all going somewhere together. We're all driving to our friend's house. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, see you guys there.
Oh my God.
Cruising.
See you guys. Because, I wonder the next time we have our little get-togethers, maybe we'll just
14 cars.
We'll all go to our separate cars, Bye, guys. Yeah, we'll see you. See ya. We'll see ya.
Because if you think about it, we actually do live in different places.
We do, but what's ended up happening is that one friend has now become like the pickup because she's like not too far from everyone. So she'll be like, I'll pick you up and pick you up. I'll pick you up.
And we don't drive. Not at the time we were not driving.
Yeah.
But now we're all going to be driving.
Yeah. But the last time we were meeting up, we were like, no, we're going to take public transport because we don't want to be late.
And also...
that was my reason anyway.
I feel like this is my only thing about when you're getting a lift. You now are a slave. Sorry, slave is a strong word. You are at the other person's.
Yeah.
They're on their schedule.
Yeah.
You can't tell them you want to go home now.
Yeah, exactly.
So you just got to sit there. Even though you wanted to go an hour ago, 2 hours ago.
You have to like wait.
Yeah.
One time my sister was going to a wedding and someone from our church needed a lift because I think he had hurt his leg. And my sister was so late. By the time I got to the wedding, the ceremony was almost finished. It was pretty much done. So they went to the reception, but he was pissed. And my sister was like, well,
Them walking in. What the hell? I've done you a favour. You're mad at me? You got legs.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I so relate to the whole like, I just want to leave now, but I have to wait because you want to chit chat. No, but I want to leave. And actually, I can leave. But then if I want to leave, like, no, don't leave. She's almost done.
They're gonna drop. She's gonna drop us. Just wait.
I'm like, but I got here by bus. I got here by public transport. I can carry my own stuff back home.
No, they get right. It becomes a thing if you don't want to take the lift now.
Yeah, true. Like, it's not my fault. I've got things to do. I've got places to go.
If you've got things to do, I feel like you're allowed to be like, I'm gonna leave now, guys, because I've got to get to this thing. But I usually, I mean, I don't know. I feel it's too socially awkward to now be like, hey, I want to go home. I want to go home now. Stop talking to your friends and having a good time. I feel like a kid again. I feel like when I used
Mom,
to go
can we go home now?
When are we going?
Yeah.
I'm tired.
And you're like, no, stay. Go and sort yourself.
Can't you say I'm talking?
Yeah. So no, I get it. But I get it. I would do the exact same.
I feel like it comes to a point in your life, you need freedom, but also, like I said, the strike, that almost week's worth of strike we had, really, that's what accelerated that whole thing.
Really,
I said, I cannot live like this.
Yeah, everyone has their origin story. When I started my new job, and my new job is far, far away, I think it was like less than a month in, I remember like one of the buses, so it's like 3 steps to get to work. The bus had a massive delay and I was sitting there cramped and I just said,
the bus will do it.
Yeah, it's the bus. And then the next origin story, because it was like 3 or 4 different like origin stories to be like, this at this stage is when I knew I must get a car. I was on the bus I went to Wandsworth, heading home. All of a sudden, I'm sitting at the top deck, back of the bus. It was raining, packed. There were 2 boys behind me. I don't know if they were faking it or it was real, but one started to pretend like he was throwing up, doing gag noises. Although first he was coughing really loudly and then people were turning around and looking. And then I turned around and I saw he had a plastic bag and it was back to gag. I stood up and walked downstairs and I said, and then I actually came off the bus. So I was like, you know what? Ain't that deep. We're in traffic. So there's a bus behind. I'm going to catch that. Caught that bus. Again, packed, wet, disgusting. And then there was, again, a couple more rowdy boys on there acting like nonsense. One, I don't want to, I mean, the best way to describe him was like a wigger.
Oh.
Is that, we can't say that word.
I don't think we can.
Yeah, but it was just like, it's just too much. Then he was calling a bit of ruckus and I said, it's a Sunday first and foremost. This is the like we are.
This was a school day.
I just came from church and I'm sitting here among God's people.
Hoodlums. Ruffians.
No, I think
hood rat.
I think it was the gagging and I was like, you know what?
Street urchins. Each of you.
I just said, like, I think it's time. I can't do this. Mind you, it's a Sunday, so usually I would go to church by public transport anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I was like, yeah,
no, the bus is, and I don't use this word lightly, the bus is ghetto.
The ghetto.
And I mean that it's not a race thing. And the way that people behave on the bus, no home training. And it'll be adults.
Yes.
It's not even just the kids, it's the adults. Why am I seeing your bare feet up on the chairs?
Oh, I remember you saying that. I
will never forget. You are grown. You are someone's dad for sure. Yeah. and your bare dry as well, dry ass feet. That if you rub them together, you could light a fire, or is on the chair for the next person to come in and see and also sit on. It's disrespectful. I'm sure in your own house you don't even put your feet in the chair like that.
Absolutely. You moisturize them first.
Or would you? Because they're at a level of dry that says, I don't think this man even cares about. His feet are always dry. This isn't weird to him.
It's so true.
And no embarrassment, no shame.
Yeah.
Like, where's the
Where's the shame?
It's not the chivalry. Do you remember when like men cared about what women think?
Yeah.
For me to off my shoe and show you my dry ass foot, I would have to get off the bus. I'm embarrassed. There was not a lick of embarrassment.
No.
Meanwhile, you're on the phone, loudspeaker.
Honestly, I feel like that is not just an ick, it's a sign of the recession. No one has headphones.
Not
no
one
person. Because the amount of times I've heard people's music, people's phone calls, people's thing, and they'll be playing it loud, and you're looking, and they'll be like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Like,
they
don't care at all. It is a sign. It has to be the sign of the recession, because I don't understand. Simple. Is it because maybe it's because Apple changed their aux thing, or the way you can connect your phone? Because simple headphones out there is like £2, £5 most. Not most, but like
you don't have to talk on the bus though,
and that is also very true.
You don't actually have to listen to music on the bus.
Legit,
it's a luxury.
Yeah.
I understand. Like me personally, if I didn't have my headphones, I'd get off the bus. I'd be like, I can't do this. I can't be on this bus. I'm so sorry. I'd rather walk along the beautiful streets of London than be on the bus with no headphones. I have to listen to every single bus. And also, people get on the bus and act like no one in the world speaks their language.
Yeah, true.
You'll get on the bus. Why am I hearing this auntie's whole business?
Well, tweet, not tweet.
I'm hearing your whole business.
No.
You don't know who I know.
No.
I might know exactly who you're talking about. At one point, I did actually turn around and look at her because I was like, are you not even a little bit scared that someone could be listening to your whole business?
No, but she's assuming everyone speaks English. No one knows what I'm talking about.
And you'll be hearing people talking in Spanish. Yeah. You'll be hearing people talking in Swahili. You'll be hearing people speaking Mandarin. Everyone is just a cacophony of noise.
Yeah, it's a beauty of living in London because everyone is so different, but it's also the bane of living in London because everyone is so different.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And you'll just be, and people will be talking big business on the bus.
Yeah.
One time I had to be like to my friend, I'll call you later because she was calling me about like, so I hooked up with, I said, girl, this is that.
This is getting too juicy. I need to hear this.
Or I'm responding in a very weird, cold way.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I'm trying to keep this PG, I'm on the bus.
Like if I try to do a voice note, I'm like, so on the bus, but I'll call you back. Because I'm not going to do a full-on voice note, give you all the...
Hey, girl!
Yeah, all the juicy gossip. There's no gossip. But just the jokes. I ain't going to do that. I ain't going to bless other people's ears when I just want to bless yours.
When they're like, yes, then he bent me over and I'm like... And how did you feel about that? Because that's all I can say.
Oh, my gosh.
Be like, bitch. I'd be like,
Oh, my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you think you'll see him again?
It's crazy.
We cannot have this conversation right now. I'm on the bus.
No.
One time someone called me from work I'd asked about the rights to a book.
Yeah.
And she called me and I was on the bus. And I was like, this is not the appropriate time to be talking.
Yeah.
She's like, so what made you interested in the book? I'm like, sorry, can I just... I'm on a bus right now.
Yeah, like, this is not a conversation for all of us to have.
So I will call you when I'm back in the office, which is tomorrow.
Yeah. We'll talk then.
Because right now you're hearing 8 school kids singing at the top of their lungs, not like us, and then at the front, 2 uncles are fighting on the phone, and then the bus driver is on the tannoy for some reason this very day. Don't stand on the stairs.
Done.
You think I'm at a market?
That literally, it's like being in Peckham.
It is be in the heart of the market.
Yeah.
When the traders are really in their business.
Yeah. They're having a good old time and you're just there. Let me buy my plantain and go, please.
Yeah, it's 6 p.m. I just want to get to my house.
Yes, please.
During the strike, I'm on the bus. Bear in mind, we waited 45 minutes for this bus. The first bus that came wouldn't take, it got full up. We've all we've all made it onto the bus. There is a man who's coming to lean on the rail or whatever. His bum is now over the thing. I said, let me just keep my eyes down because we will have places to be.
Yeah.
The bus, because it's so packed, it's hot.
Yeah.
But it's raining. So you've opened the window, the rain is dripping onto me. I get up, I close the window. Not even 2 seconds later, someone's opened the window.
Oh.
I get up, I close the window. They're like, to be fair, the bus is hot. I said, to be fair, it's raining. Do you think I'm going to sit here and let myself get wet
Yeah.
because you're hot? Get off the bus then.
Yeah.
You go walk in the rain if you like the rain so much.
Oh my god.
And now what's happening is you're getting me out of character.
Yeah.
Now I'm on the bus.
And now I'm feeling hot as well. So
now I'm ready to go back and forth. I'm getting into my most street accent and be like, excuse me, we're all on the bus, okay? And I'm saying I'm getting wet, so I'm closing the window.
Yeah.
I don't want to be talking like that.
No. But sometimes people need to hear that voice.
You have to.
But I'm sure but you also try and hold it in. It's hard though. See that face? That's the face of like, but I know what I would say.
Just the heavy blink.
Yeah, I know. Because if I open my mouth and say it, like, we're in trouble. Because we're going to start fighting. Like, Cardi B and Nicki.
The pop culture news of the moment.
Should we just, like, get into it?
Let's do it.
So Cardi B came out with an album called Am I the Drama? I mean, is she the drama? We don't know.
No, she's not the drama.
In this case, she isn't. Absolutely not. But the album, it was #1. It's been done incredibly well.
It's double platinum now.
Yeah. And, breaking records. And lo and behold, your fave, she's your girl. She ain't mine.
Relax. I've never said she's my girl.
You repped her?
No, I fuck with Nicki Minaj's music.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I don't fuck with Nicki Minaj.
The thing, she hasn't done music for so long, and really, I don't think her music aged well. So I don't really.
Please,
go on. Monster is everyone.
No, I'm not talking about Monster. Nicki Minaj,
Moment for Life,
is a great rapper.
Yeah, no, she is.
She's a great rapper. Like, no one can ever take that from her.
Yeah, she is.
You listen to her music; it's catchy, stays in your head. Some of those bars, will just pop into my head sometimes. She's a great rapper. That being said...
Yeah, let's be honest.
Take out the way that she behaves, right? Take out this thing in Cardi. You're married to a rapist. And not only are you married to a rapist, you harassed the victim of the rapist.
Oh God, I forgot about that, yeah.
Your brother's a paedophile.
Yeah, that was it. I was wondering which one.
Your husband's a rapist, your brother's a paedophile. If I was you, I would not ever speak...
about anything.
The only thing you would ever hear from me is new album out.
Thank you, everyone.
New album out.
Thank you, everyone.
Going on tour.
Done.
This woman parades her rapist husband around like he's a catch. She will not acknowledge. And listen, I understand. No, I don't understand because I feel like rape is. I don't know how you come back from that. But let's say, okay, technically by law, when you do a crime and you do your time, it's done.
Yeah.
I don't know if rape is one of those
things. I don't know, fam. I don't know.
But you have shown me that you are a woman of not sound judgment.
Yeah.
Because you are too famous, you have too much of a legacy to tie yourself to someone with a criminal record and a criminal record for rape. Bear in mind, this woman
was a minor, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think she was like 16 or 17. She wasn't a grown-up.
No, God. What's the other? There's another one maybe it's the same one.
What?
There's someone else that has like a rapist family member. No, I think it's Nicki. I think it's her.
And then her brother.
That's it. It's the brother. Sorry,
the brother.
Yeah.
Raped his stepdaughter.
That was
when
it.
she was 14.
That was it. That was the one I was thinking of. But yeah.
Listen, your brother's your brother. That is a really hard one because I don't know how you're supposed to play that. Like, what your brother does don't have nothing to do with you, but you making a choice to marry a rapist does have something to do with 100%. You. So that's just on that alone. I don't really fuck with Nicki because I'm just like the disconnect for you to be like a person that I would admire or think, oh yeah, this is someone who's an advocate for who? You harass victims of sexual assault. You harass victims of sexual assault from man.
Yeah.
Then on top of that, you are constantly sneak dissing people. Put that to one side. In recent years, you do not seem okay.
No, I see.
You're on live every day.
Yeah,
why are you on live every day? You're like a 40-year-old woman.
Yeah. Look, as far as I know, she has not released a lot of music in years, or I've not really heard, or perfectly honest, I don't really connect or care about Nicki Minaj at all. So I just feel like she's more known now for the drama that she causes and stirs versus her music.
It's like Azealia Banks, but without making iconic shit. Like, it's weird because, like I said, I do think Nicki has iconic songs. But there's something about Azealia Banks where it's like her punishment is that she never got to blow because of her bad behaviour.
Yeah.
Nicki did get to blow and is now undoing all of
the legacy that you created
with her bad behaviour.
Yeah, it's true. Because all of her, she's beefed with Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion did something that perhaps Cardi should have done. Megan never responded. She kept her mouth moving. She kept her mouth moving.
Crazy.
Yeah, exactly. She kept. Megan was like, I ain't gonna engage. She was dancing in the club. She was enjoying herself. She was being successful. Nicki, yeah, you're right. Nicki looked like a hater.
Why is her old lady? Both of these women,
they're grown,
are much younger than you. Why are you, an old lady, beefing children?
Because that's
on Twitter
of all places.
And you're not a fighter because Cardi already got you at the Met Gala years ago.
Yes.
You're not a scrapper, and that's okay. No, I don't condone people scrapping.
Cardi is a scrapper.
She's gonna scrap. If you're not a scrapper, to me, keep your mouth shut. I strongly believe this. I will never say anything in life that I'm not prepared to stand on. If someone came to my face and said, say what you were saying about me yesterday, I'm gonna say it.
And then let's fight.
Because I said it, and I meant it when I said it. I could never be the person online talking about people's kids, talking about Megan's dead parents, like dark shit. Oh, you deserve to get short. You made it. All of that stuff. In a 1v1, Megan mopped the floor with you because you're not physically fit. I don't think you're mentally sound right now either.
I mean, there's allegedly suspicion of her taking drugs and stuff like that. Yeah.
Listen, every video I've seen of her in the past, from the pandemic to now, does not make any sense.
Yeah. I do not engage with that woman at all. So.
It's honestly, it's the exact same behaviour as Kanye, where the person just, it's not making sense in a way that's like, I don't know if we should call someone.
Yeah. Does there need to be a section in?
Like, what's happening here? And her obsession with, and I think that's the tricky thing, right? With both her and with Nicki and Cardi, because I feel like she obviously feels some type of way that that Cardi got her.
Yeah.
And the fight, therefore, is like, well, she physically got you in it. Like, when it comes down to it, you physically can't beat her in a fight. So she keeps coming at her online. And it's like, okay, but Cardi keeps saying, okay, meet me outside then. Nicki is never going to meet you outside.
No.
But you're on the internet talking about my baby daddies, talking about my kids.
The kids one was wild. Like, where she was insulting Cardi's daughter and saying how she looks like
a roach and a monkey.
Yeah.
Talking about how Cardi's dad is a con man or fraud. No proof.
Yeah.
You are more than happy to do Twitter fingers. Come to my house, and if you really got a problem with me, why can't you just come to me and it feels like a scheme.
Yeah, that Todd set up. Todd is out there just living his quiet life, and all over the world there are people making comments about the scheme that he apparently was set up
to come to you. With the bullshit.
Because the funny thing is, I've watched so much of the Real Housewives, and I never, I remember that scene, but I cannot believe it's blown up like 10, 15 years later, where everyone's like, it's a scheme that Todd set up. It's a scheme that Todd set up.
To come to you with the bullshit.
Yeah.
I've never seen
That's it.
I've never seen this. But I've seen the clip of the woman saying, and the conviction with which she says, this is a scheme. That Todd set up. To come to you with the bullshit.
Do you know the concept? So the woman that's talking, so Todd is married to a woman called Candy.
Right.
That woman that said that is Candy's aunt.
Right.
So she said...
Talking to Candy.
And because Candy's mum hates Todd. And she's not...
Well, he sets up schemes.
Yeah, apparently. Exactly. Mind you, Candy's like a famous
I think Candy is, yeah.
And Todd was the producer on Real Housewives for quite a bit, and that's how they met, and they got married. But the mum never gelled with Todd, and I think it's because Todd was successful, but Todd didn't make as much money as Candy.
But also, Todd comes up with schemes. No, because think about a producer. No, remember, these reality TV producers are not like us. They do be setting up schemes.
They do. Okay, it's true. They do. They need to make some TV.
They need you to get exactly. Yeah. So they're going to create emotional stakes, emotional situations for you to blow up, get the camera rolling. The art is dead right. This might be a scheme that Todd set up.
It might be, but by that point they were married. Like they were like in love. They were in a relationship at that point.
What? So he's not producing anymore because
no,
he's in a
I think because he left soon after. Like as soon as they got together, like he stepped away from Real Housewives, and then they be making businesses together. And they're like an amazing couple. But even to this day, the mum does not like. She's still not 100% on him. They still argue, and I'm like, wow.
I need to go back and watch the series so I can see if
was there a scheme that
exactly. If I believe that that was a scheme, that's what I'd set up.
The thing is, from what I remember, Todd was just living his innocent life.
A man called Todd couldn't even come to you with a scheme.
Like he fell in love with Candy. Yes, she was, wealthy and all that stuff, but like they had a great relationship. They're still married to this very day. They partner on so many things. Like Todd, if there was a scheme that Todd set up, it was to make Candy more successful than she is now.
Maybe the scheme he set up was the scheme of falling in love. This is a scheme. Like he said, I want to be with her.
Yeah.
And then he set up a scheme and she fell in love. He seduced her.
But when did he bring out the BS? Because to me, it was just
Where
so
did
wild.
we come to you with the bullshit?
Because I just don't. Yeah, I feel like I need to watch that episode again because the context is so missed. Like, I keep on forgetting what the context was. But to me, Todd is living his innocent life, and all over the world, everyone's saying Todd set up a scheme, and Todd is like, I don't even know what the scheme is.
Someone should get him. Yeah, someone should go to him now that it's like blown up again to see what his take is on the scheme that he set up to come to you with the bullshit. It's a great
It really is. But how did we get there again? But yeah.
Because I said it seems like a scheme that Todd set up.
For
Nicki to spend all her time atting her online. There is not a song, in Cardi's word, there's not a song on the album that A, names Nicki or is coming for Nicki.
No.
So hearing Cardi talk about the album sales made Nicki get in her feelings, as she does, because she's unsound. I don't want to say, I don't know if she's on drugs or not, but like there's clearly something a little bit off there. She feels attacked by any kind of competition. But again, you are a woman pushing, if not already 40.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Why are you worried about 33-year-olds?
That's the thing. Like,
or 34-year-olds.
Yeah.
And why do you care about whether Cardi's had 4 kids or 5 kids or 15 kids or 1 kid? What has that got to do with you?
I think
if it's about album sales, talk about album sales. Why talk about kids?
Yeah. Nicki.
Both of them, to be fair, like, to keep it a buck as well. It's not like Cardi hasn't said nothing about Nicki's kid in response.
True, yeah, like, she did,
if you're talking about my kids, I'm going to talk about your kid. But equally, calling a child a roach and a monkey.
Yeah.
All Cardi said was, your child.
No, she's like, what are you doing here? You've got a child.
No, what she said was, your child's favourite colour is 5. Implying that her son is slow. And then the other thing is like, well, you're worried about the wrong things. Worry about your kid, he's playing with spoons. Like the energy is given, your son either is autistic or mentally
my gosh,
slow, mentally disabled, and you're worrying about me and my kids. Focus on your team.
Yeah.
Which I don't know whether that is okay. No. Because again, I don't know if, I'm trying to think, if anyone could piss me off so much that I would be like, oh, so your kid is X. No. I'm not beefing a child.
I'm beefing you. I will drag you. But the thing is, everyone knows, don't talk about the kids or kids, but the kids mean the most to you. So
like if I want to hurt you,
I'll go with the kids.
And I'm sorry, this is still something, as a black woman, referring to other black children as roaches and monkeys.
Yeah. There's something really disturbing about. Really, really disturbing. And
like, that woman isn't okay.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. So I don't know. I do not know. It's sad to see because, perfectly honest, Cardi is on the high. This is a massive celebration for her. She's come back with her second album.
Also, bear in mind, this woman is pregnant.
Yeah, also, she's pregnant, which everyone suspected, but she's pregnant. And you're adding more stress to this woman. And this is not, to me, what's kind of sad is that Nicki's so threatened by Cardi. Mind you, when Nicki came out, this is the same thing that Lil' Kim did to you, and you didn't like that. And you're doing the exact same thing.
I'm starting to think Lil' Kim didn't do that to you.
No, yeah.
I'm starting to think that was a scheme that Nicki set up.
So
to come to us with the bullshit. Because now
Yeah.
You're right, you came out like, Lil' Kim, everyone was like, yeah, fuck Lil' Kim, why don't she want Nicki to be, you've done the exact same thing to everyone else.
Yeah.
Maybe it was you the whole time.
Perhaps.
Maybe Lil' Kim wasn't saying all this. Maybe Lil' Kim was just saying, hey, give people props where props is due.
True. Yeah,
you didn't do it to her, and you don't do it to anyone who comes up behind you.
Exactly, and the thing is, you feel threatened, and that's why you came at Cardi and you came at Megan, and you're gonna come at the next girl. But the thing is, like, I hope that people please take a leaf out of Megan's book. Mind you, Cardi did say, if they go high,
when they go low, I go to hell.
Yeah, exactly. Where the lover is, and she will.
One thing about Cardi B, and she has already, like, I think this is part of why she is so popular. She really has not changed from when we met her on Love and Hip Hop.
Nope.
And if you thought she was gonna let someone get a word in edgewise on Love and Hip Hop when they come at her crazy and then just go to sleep, that was never her.
No.
There was no way that Nicki was going to be online talking shit about her and her kid, and she was not going to say something.
Yeah, true.
She said something the last time. She said stuff after the Met Gala. She said stuff to people who, her own fans who get online and start talking about Offset. She was going at them.
Yeah.
She is going to react.
Yeah.
She's going to confront. That's what she's going to do.
100%. That's just
her thing, which I respect, is I'm not going to keep going back and forth with you. You've now taken it too far. Let's fight. Yeah. And I know you're not supposed to condone violence, but
I'll pay money.
Some people need to learn that you can't just be saying whatever you want out of your mouth. There are consequences to actions. If you're going to be calling my daughter a roach and a monkey,
you deserve to get the slap.
If I ever see you,
it's catch you outside.
It could be 15 years from now.
Catch me outside.
If I ever see you on side.
Yeah. No,
I'll go to jail.
It has to be. It really does have to be, because how do you think that's acceptable?
What's that little kid done to you?
Yeah, man. Just minding their own business, just with their parents, and you're there going, your child.
Meanwhile, it's your child's birthday and you're on the internet.
Yeah, that was okay.
Scrapping girls.
That's what I saw. That's when she was like, "It's your child's birthday and you're speaking to me."
That's just crazy for someone else to tell you it's your kid's birthday. Isn't it your kid's birthday?
Perfect honest, that will get me heated. I'll be like, okay, let's fight then. Let's fight. If you don't tell me it's my child's birthday, I'll fight you on my child's birthday.
But you're not listening to the words.
It's your child's birthday. No, you know what? I'll celebrate my child's birthday and I can beat your ass afterwards.
You can find me if you want.
Yeah.
I'll be waiting. As soon as it turns, 12 a.m. the next day.
Ready to scrap.
Oh, I guess that's Nicki.
Yeah. No,
she would never. No. Oh, I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue you. You have been on the internet accusing people of doing her. You're constantly tweeting about Rock Nation as well for some reason.
So Jay-Z getting lace fronts.
Yeah, bringing Jay-Z into it. And now, so obviously the people scrapping, most people scrapping online are the fans.
Yeah. Oh, true.
Talking about Jay-Z has brought the Beehive out.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're trying to do.
Because
the Barbs are crazy.
Yeah.
But are they crazy enough to fight two fandoms?
No. Because the Beehive is crazier.
I just don't.
I'm so sorry.
You guys obviously didn't watch Swarm. This could be you tomorrow.
Yeah, true.
This could be you tomorrow. True. There are crazy people out there in the world who really live, breathe, and die for these people.
Yeah.
And you are mobilizing them to what end? Because you're on drugs? Like, what? I don't understand. The mobilizing, like, the obsession with Rock Nation, I don't know the ins and outs of that. Maybe there is a problem that she has with Rock Nation specifically.
Yeah, but still.
It's like when Kanye got online and was talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce's children.
Oh, yes.
It's like,
yeah.
I don't understand how this conversation has gone from like, oh, I'm feeling really bad about myself, and be like, those kids there's something wrong with that kid. He's,
that was wild.
And honestly, I think it's kind of, as much as I do respect Beyonce, and I understand why she didn't respond, because why are you going back and forth with a crazy person? That doesn't make any sense. Wild that you felt okay to tweet that.
Yeah. Oh no, someone will know.
Yeah, you're gonna get caught. I'm sorry. If I don't even put my hands on you, someone's coming to your house.
That's honestly the end of the friendship. Like, have you seen Jay-Z and Kanye?
The friendship had been over. Yeah, but that's what he was complaining about.
But he's like, there's no time for reconciliation. There's no opportunity for reconciliation. We're done. We're finished.
Nobody. But do you know why it makes sense in Kanye? Not make sense, but I can see how it tracks in Kanye West's head. This is a man who got on stage and told people that he wanted to abort his daughter.
Yeah.
Like, there is no boundaries here. There's nothing that is acceptable for you. You said that to a crowd of people where it was recorded on the internet forever.
Yeah.
You did not think about your wife. You didn't think about your kid.
Yeah, no, to me, that was dumb.
He tweeted the other day people that he's beefing, some long list. Guess who's on the list? Northwest. Kim and Northwest, Barney, Curious George.
Sorry, I know this is not funny, but
Elon Musk, Trump.
I mean, that's fine. Those, I mean, Barney, your chip
Curious
child.
George is okay. Are you okay?
He was too curious, that's why.
Are you okay?
That's the reason why he got it. He was too...
You're beefing fictional characters and your child.
Yeah, the child one, that needs to be studied because what happened?
Oh, Pete Davidson.
But they're not...
Kid Cudi, for some reason.
What? Huh?
Just like the most random list. I also watched the documentary, the new documentary.
I haven't.
It was on YouTube. Like, I'm not paying money for Kanye. No, I watched it. Very weird. Like, I mean, as a documentary, I didn't really like it, but he has a lot. We've already talked about this. That man should be in a psych ward.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
And that documentary convinced me of that.
When he was shouting out, I think it was
his cousin
and then Kim, I said...
Shouted at
Chris.
Chris?
Yeah, that was not... Like, you could tell, like, things are not well. Things are not...
Why are you screaming?
Yeah.
Regularly.
Yeah. But is it the bipolar? Is it other things on top of that? I don't know.
But he was screaming regularly, and as people pointed out, only at women.
True.
When Michael Che got in his face, which honestly is probably like one of my favorite parts of the documentary, for going on stage and being like, everyone at SNL was really mean to me. He
didn't. He was like, yeah, I get it.
And then the woman came up and was like, oh, this is now not the time to talk to... This is the time to talk about it. It literally just happened.
And mind you,
guys think I'm going to hit him, which I was like, he looks like he does want to deck him, to be fair.
What, Michael Che?
Yeah. I mean, and Kanye knew that he could not.
I thought if they were having a fight, I thought Kanye could probably take Michael Che.
Michael Che's like a good foot taller than him.
Oh, is he? Oh,
he's taller than him, and he's quite stocky.
Yeah, no, he's
like a little baby.
No, he definitely comes off as stocky, but I also thought he was quite short. Anyway.
If you watch the scene, he is literally
towering
over him.
Yeah.
So that, I think, silenced Kanye real quick. But like Kanye, Nicki, I have a bigger theory, which is I think like fan culture is going to die out because these people keep showing us that they are not people to be worshipped.
Yeah.
Someone who inherently wants to be famous cannot be trusted.
Oh, no,
I'm going to just say that now.
100%.
You cannot tie your mast to a person who makes cool songs and turn them into a god figure because that person is also mentally unstable. Why do you want to be famous? Because you want attention.
Yeah.
You cannot trust that person to be stable.
The people that are like, look, I'm talented, I love music, and just by chance I've become famous. But I don't know.
That doesn't even happen, really.
It's rare.
Because you still said, let me upload this song to
Yeah, okay, that is true. It
doesn't happen.
That's true.
And it's okay. As long as you like, I prefer my musicians and my actors to do the art and then I don't see them.
Same.
Because that to me is at least an attempt to not like capitalize on the attention economy. The attention, I want my art to get attention. I don't need it to be on me 24/7. I don't want to see you on any sofas doing any chat shows. I don't want to be reading articles about how you've bought a new coat. I don't want to know anything about you.
That's why Beyonce just doesn't do interviews now.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't want to know anything about you. Let the art speak for it. Yeah. Because all these people that you're like, oh, I would die for Nicki. You're calling yourself a barb. Look at what your good is doing.
Like this is the person you're backing. This is the person you're in their corner.
And they'll justify it. Oh, but she poked Nicki first.
No.
There is limits still. Yeah, she might have poked her. Let's even say Cardi did poke her first. Is that the appropriate response to a poke?
100%.
You brought a knife to a shoving match.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, well, she shoved me first.
Yeah, but the barbs would be like, that's how she does. That's how she do.
Channel it into the music.
Yeah.
I watched a video where someone said it's interesting that they're not channeling it into the music, and maybe it's because of the Drake lawsuit that people aren't going to make diss tracks going forward and they're just going to cuss each other out.
True. I mean,
sorry.
no. I mean, that that rap battle, unmatched.
Yeah.
And the thing is, last time Nicki got into a beef, again, did she get into a beef with what's her face?
Who?
Remy Ma.
She did.
And Remy Ma bodied her too.
Even
It's
thinking about the Megan beef, she came out with a diss track that was garbage.
Yeah, that was it.
Megan mentioned 2 lines. She didn't even call you by name. She said 2 lines, and it free for a loop that you wrote a whole song and the song was still shit.
Yeah, it's true.
You're not that girl. Not anymore.
Yeah. I wish they would just focus on the music, girl. Focus on the music. That's what your barbs want. They want music. Well, we hope so anyway.
Well,
yeah.
I don't know. I think it might be time to just respectfully bow out and like.
True.
So, I saw a tweet that actually finished me. That was like, "Oh, if it's your son's birthday, why don't you take him to Chuck E. Cheese?" And it's like, "Oh, there's a law in reference to the fact that her and her husband can't go to a Chuck E. Cheese because there's going to be kids there."
Oh my gosh!
Look at the life that you set up for yourself.
Honestly, that is
the
scheme
set up for yourself.
That's hard set up because you have now brought your own BS. That's it.
You have created a situation in which you, your man, and your kid must stay in your house.
That's scary. But also, ultimately, it's your choice. Yeah?
It's nobody forced you. Maybe years from now, she'll be like, "Oh, he groomed me, bro. Okay, fair, whatever." Fine. But you was very proud on the internet saying, "Oh, I had a baby with the love of my life. You have a baby with any man that goes past you. Oh, you're on your 4th. That's why you're on your 4th kid with your 4th baby." That's not true.
That's not true.
Kids are with the same man.
Yeah. So, I mean, I was surprised that she is pregnant, but again,
some of your it's really not. Why do you even care? She could pop a pussy for the whole of America if she wanted to. What's it got to do with you?
Nothing. So anyway, I hope that this gets cleared up. I hope Cardi but the thing is, Cardi will take it all the way. But I hope that this wraps up quick because it never ends well. Cardi is pregnant. And let's just leave it like that.
Let's just wait until we hear the nice news that she's had her baby.
And then when good. And also, Cardi, your best revenge is your success. Honestly.
As Beyonce says.
Best revenge is your paper. I'm a diva. I'm a diva. Yeah. Just basically just be successful. Have your baby, go on tour, and people will love you. You've got the #1 album in the country.
That's from Formation.
Oh. Oh, you know why? In the tour, she does a remix.
Right.
So she's like, "Best revenge is my paper," and then it goes into diva. See, this is the reason why, regardless of what Act 3 is, I may have to go and see it. But that being said, Act 3 better be good.
It better be, because I'm going to be really upset.
I'll be pissed if it's not. It has to be good.
Oh, I will actually riot.
Especially if Act 3 is her retirement, which I don't think it will be. I think the next one after that will be.
But honestly, given what her peers are doing, I would also be like, I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah, I'm done. Literally, everyone wants to basically do the Rihanna. You do all your albums, make one amazing product, and make your money and dip. Because Rihanna, I don't think she's ever going to come back with music. Or she will, but it'll be all Fenty ads. Literally. It'll be to fuel every other business.
Do whatever it is you need to do, but you need to find peace. Obviously, you're not happy with your life.
Yeah.
To spend as much time on the internet as you spend.
Yeah. So
it's not.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Speaking actually of Jay-Z, because actually going back to link from Beyonce to Jay-Z. So Jay-Z is responsible for the Super Bowl, or the Super Bowl halftime show and the acts. And it's been announced that Bad Bunny will be the headliner for next year's Super Bowl, which is great news because I love Bad Bunny, and a lot of his fans do. He's currently, or has been, the most streamed artist on Spotify, and it caused a little bit of an uproar, which I actually was a bit surprised by because I thought he was pretty universally loved. He's a Puerto Rican artist. He came out with an amazing album this year. He's gained a lot of traction. He toured in Puerto Rico early in the summer, and there was all this backlash because one, people think he's going to use it as a political statement to talk about ISIS, bruh.
He loves ISIS.
About ICE in America. And also the fact that he speaks and he sings in Spanish, which, is his native tongue, and he's always sang in Spanish. I don't think I've ever heard him sing in English.
I don't want to.
Neither do I.
I don't need to.
I don't think he'll sound great.
We don't need It's interesting. Shoshana and I were talking about this off screen. It's interesting, off screen,
Off air.
off air, that like, and maybe it's different because we're people who come from families where their native language isn't English. But the idea of like, all of us, from even before it was cool to, probably listened to music that wasn't in English and liked to, like, when Gasoline came out, everyone crazy.
Yeah.
You know, there's Bollywood songs that came out that people went crazy for, like
Premier
K-pop. Yeah, you know, like, you go crazy for those songs all the time. Why would it be a problem for one Super Bowl show
to be in Spanish? And it's like 15 minutes of your life. Come on, man. And all you need to do is understand the vibes. The music.
Tokyo Drift?
Yeah.
I wonder if you know. I don't know what the half the verses
No.
say. There's one guy who does his verse in English. One.
So honestly, I'm looking forward to the show. I hope it's a big political statement. Like, it should be. There's been so many political statements. Look at Kendrick from this year. Like, I'm so sorry. What's the biggie? Like, let's just enjoy the show, have great music. You know it's gonna be a good vibe anyway.
When are we gonna get a white country artist?
Haven't
maybe
we
that's
had that?
Maybe that's how you do it. You go one ethnic minority, one white. One ethnic minority,
maybe they'll
one
calm
white.
down. Well, apparently, like, Taylor Swift was the number one choice, and she had certain like criteria, and they couldn't match her offer and her demands, and so they went with Bad Bunny.
What tiresome human being!
Like,
I've already bad because I again don't know anything about this woman, but I just wish I didn't have to hear her name so much.
Yeah,
I was like, who is she? Who is she?
I also don't really care that much about her music either. I don't
mediocre music for mediocre people. Sorry.
Ooh. I also just think that I would prefer to listen to 15 minutes of Bad Bunny singing in Spanish than I would 15 minutes of Taylor Swift singing in English.
I would rather listen to 15 minutes of a year 2 recorder recital than listen to Taylor Swift singing in English.
But the Swifties love it.
Yeah. You're going to love the recital too because you love mediocrity. Let me show you some year 2s who are very excited to pay Bar Black Sheep.
I'm so done.
Off key.
I'm so done. So yeah, that's some great news. Should we move on to...
Yeah, if you think our opinions are bad now, wait till we get into the rest because I'm fucking you, man.
Same. We're going to go into Married at First Sight, which is going to be our review for this
She's
week.
back.
Oh, gosh.
With a vengeance.
Oh, 100%.
It's a humiliation ritual.
Honestly, I really feel the producers were like, you know what? Forget the love.
Let's abuse these people. Abuse them.
Honestly, let's just get into it.
Yeah.
So, Maths Series 10
God.
in the UK is back. I'll be honest, I skipped Series 9.
No, you didn't. We watched it.
Oh, crap. I honestly wanted to
Are you
skip
on
it.
drugs?
No, there was a season that I thought, maybe it was before.
Maybe it was the Australian one you didn't watch.
Yeah, it was the Australian one. Sorry. Apologies. We did talk about it.
Very much.
We'll link it out. Yeah, we did. Actually, think about we did multiple videos about it. Sorry, you're right. It was the Australian one because I remember that was it. The Australian one came out like
a couple of weeks later.
Yeah, and I was like, I just don't have the mental gymnastics or energy to do this.
And I stand by. The Australian one is 10 times worse.
Yeah, but also
they are savage.
Yeah, 10 times worse, but also like 10 times as entertaining.
Yeah,
but I just couldn't put myself through it at all. But yeah, when I saw the ads for the UK one, I was like, I don't know if I'm ready.
I wasn't.
No, neither was I, because I was like, okay, we've just come off the back of this period of dating shows. Of course, we had Love Island and in the year again, which I skipped. I stopped halfway through. Love Island USA, which I connected on a lot more. Then we've had Love is Blind UK, Love is Blind France, Love is Blind Brazil, and then now Maths. And then now Love is Blind US is back. So... Yeah, I wasn't exactly like ready. Yeah, ready or excited. Why can't you space it out? Like, you're doing all these shows in September, October.
Because people are at home.
Yeah, but what about November, December? Sometimes I want to watch some dating shows then.
That's true. Well, Maths will still be going.
Oh, probably, because that would
Maths will go until January.
Honestly, I literally keep on forgetting every single day. And it's not like Love Island, where it's like, okay, an hour, done. The commitment ceremony was almost 2 hours long.
Oh my!
It was an hour 45 minutes. I literally was like, for real,
please, like I know you don't. We don't give a heck about the couples that are happy.
Come on,
speed through those.
Come on.
Where are the editors?
Yes, because even what was annoying me was like, okay, 2 of the couples couldn't make it because they were sick.
It should be even quicker there.
Yeah, exactly. Or reschedule the commitment ceremony and smash through them quite quickly, because the ones that weren't able to make it were the happy ones. So like really and truly with like, okay, I'm sorry your partner isn't here. He said yes. You said yes. Let's move on. Dean
but what would have happened if they were there? It would have been a 2.5 hour episode.
Yeah, flipping heck. Or someone needs to edit this down a lot more, because I don't know what's going on. Yeah. So yeah, we've got a whole batch of couples. We start off with about 9 couples.
Too many.
Again. But and also, you know what's
they're
worse?
Gonna bring more.
Yeah. But you know what they're doing? They're waiting for a couple of them to drop out, because very soon a couple of them will. Like the fact that in the first commitment ceremony, 2 people already said leave.
Who was the other person that said leave?
I thought it was Anita.
Yeah.
And then I thought it was Julia. Oh no, she said stay.
She said stay.
Sorry.
Bizarre.
Same. But it's only okay. Sorry, only one person said leave. But there's a couple of them that mentally they want to say leave, but they're like, nah, I can't do it. It's too bad, man. So should we just go through the couples?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go with the order of how it started. We're gonna start off with Sarah and Dean. Should we start with them last, or just
no? Let's just start with them because
this is the first couple that we're introduced to.
So this couple is the point where and it's crazy, like you said, because they were the first couple. Yeah. I was like, oh, I know that this season is actually a scheme.
Yeah.
That Max has set up to come to us with the bullshit. Because what the fuck do you mean? You got, like you said, you were saying this earlier, you got exactly what you asked for on paper.
Yeah.
But he's fat. Like, you guys know, what you're doing.
Exactly. Literally, you
know she was going to be like...
No.
But the gag of the gag even is that you look like a thumb. And you're saying you was expecting him to look like Adonis.
It's true. So Sarah has a very specific type. Tattoos, bad boys, hench, basically. Dean is neither nor any of those things.
He is, honestly, he is a big friendly giant.
That's the best way to describe it. Like a teddy bear.
But I, to some extent, feel like it's put on.
Yeah, same. Because he's starting to annoy me as well.
I can't stand him.
Yeah, he's starting to
and that is the problem with both of them, is that they both suck.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, yeah, this is the scheme. Because why do I, hate both of you?
Yeah.
I think you both should go home.
Yeah.
You're weird. There is something up with Dean. Yeah. And he needs therapy. Because him, the performer, the actor, you're just trying to draw attention to you so that you can feel like people aren't focused on the fact that you're fat.
Maybe, yeah.
But I'll tell you that you're okay with the fact that you're fat.
Yeah, but then every little thing is a trigger when I used to be
because
fat.
You're not okay with the fact that you're fat.
Yeah.
I've never been fat, so I honestly don't know how much of a mind fuck it is.
Yeah.
But as a person who, as with all of us who have appearances, and there are probably parts of us that we would like to change, at some point when you say you've made peace with it, you've made peace with it. In primary school, everyone used to call me big lips. I hated that about myself. I was like, oh my God, I'm the ugliest girl here. Time has changed.
Fam.
I've grown into them. They're part of my face.
And she's stunning. And also, there are girls out there that would take your photo and be like, I want lips like hers.
But I have had to make peace with that. I could not walk into rooms and be like, everyone's thinking about my big lips. Yeah. Everyone's going to leave this party and be like, her lips were so big.
Yeah.
Because then I can't say, yeah, I've made peace with it, can I?
True.
Like, even now, if a guy was like, yeah, I was going to ask you out, but yeah, your lips were too big, I'd be like, LOL, that's so funny. That is the funniest thing I've ever heard. And it's a good thing when you're short of me because...
Yeah. It's always... Short though.
Like, what are you even saying? You was not going to get me in the first place.
Yeah,
but
true, yeah.
Anyway, that to me is when you know you're confident. Like, a person really could look you in the eye and come for that thing that you have been insecure of in the past. And you're just like,
no,
I survived it.
Yeah.
Dean is, as much as he's smiling, is on a razor's edge from having a mental breakdown. Meanwhile, he's asking her, so have you ever been with anyone who's fat? Who's the fattest person you know?
Honestly.
It's okay, you can call me fat if you want.
That was wild.
And then, whoa, she called me fat, which was not nice.
Mind you, you let her. You're calling yourself fat.
You're calling yourself fat.
I'm not going to be on, I didn't think he was that big.
I don't think he was that big.
No, because we've seen big bones.
There are bigger.
But they're bigger. I didn't think he was. I thought, okay, I remember when they brought him up and they showed him.
They pulled his big fat body out. You were like, whoa.
No, because when Sarah was describing the guy she wanted, and then they, projected it onto
I
was like, oh my God. I was like, okay, he's not exactly what she was looking for, but he seems to have a bit of a swagger to him. He's got a personality and seems to be nice. And then he started rapping. And we talked about this. I'm sure we have on the pod, and if we haven't, we've definitely talked about it off the pod. I cringe serenading. I really do. And when he did the rap at the ceremony, the vows, even your friends were like,
I had to fast forward. I can't sit through stuff. I literally cannot. The sensation that it invites in my body is so unpleasant.
Yeah, it's like I really do cringe. And I'm like, okay, you didn't have to do the rap then, but because your friends were like, yeah, what if she's not down for the rap? And he's like, oh, no, she'll love it. She'll love it. Fine.
Why would she though?
Exactly. You don't know her. And then he did the song at the reception, and I was like, oh my gosh. Then he did a rap again. I was like, are you here because you want
rap
a music
dinner party?
Yeah, do you want a music contract after this or not? Because
first of all, the girl can't rap.
Yeah, true.
Period. So
true.
Career after this, I don't think so. Yeah, it's giving Butland entertainer. No, it is. Oh but you don't need to come on TV to get that job.
No, exactly. So there was that, and then she said that she didn't like the rap. And I think she was rightfully so. She was in her rights to say that she didn't like the rapping. It was almost getting a bit similar, mother-child type of feeling, where she was like, stop rapping. No. It was getting a bit odd in that dynamic. But I also understood her. It was the rare times I actually understood her, because I was like, I would have said the exact same thing of I don't want to hear you rap. And who are you rapping for? Are you rapping for me? Or are you rapping for yourself? Or are you rapping for attention?
He's infantilizing himself, right? Yeah, when he was like, when I sing a song, it says how I feel, because sometimes I don't feel comfortable to say how I feel, but you feel comfortable to sing about how you feel. Please deep what I'm saying. You feel comfortable to be like, I'm so sad. But you don't feel comfortable.
Oh my
God. Just say, I didn't like what you said earlier.
So when I was younger, and I would have arguments with my siblings, when I wanted to piss them off, and also when you get to that point in the argument where no one's listening, I would start singing. Or I would make up, or if I wanted to start throwing shade, I would throw the shade of the song. And I was like, that was what it kind of reminded me of. But I was a child and I was younger. I don't do that kind of stuff now.
And then when he was talking
in my head, I made
yeah, you're like, I'm doing up a rap because I hate this crap.
But it's also giving me insecure, Issa Rae in the mirror going yeah, when you do this and you do that.
I feel like sometimes if I know I'm going to say something out of pocket, I might sing it because it makes it sound like it's nice. Yeah, but it's actually not.
You're a cow, but you look so wow.
He is so ugly to me, but I love that you love him, girl. But I don't love it for me.
I love it for you.
Sometimes if you just want to add variety, a little bit spice the conversation. But it's not every minute of every day. And also, why are you updating me on your feelings so regularly?
You sound like Julia Ruth. I don't want to hear this. Is too deep.
No, Julia Ruth is on a
I have questions when I go. I really do.
She is hiding the fact that she thinks that man is a little hobbit. And he's just too serious. He's too serious. I want to have fun.
You just don't like him. Anyway, I have my theories. Anyway,
I don't know why on the wedding day she was feeling it so hard.
And then
after in the morning she said,
"No, I have my theories."
But, yeah, I feel like that is what would give me the ick if I was Sarah. Is the singing and then justifying the singing to be like, this is how I say what I'm feeling. I want to be in an adult relationship with an adult. I don't want to be in an adult relationship with a child.
Yeah,
I don't have a problem with you singing now and then, but if it's constant, and then when I've asked you about it, you're like, this is how I communicate when I'm sad. You're speaking to a child. It's going to make me think, okay, so you are incapable of communicating in an effective way.
Yeah.
I appreciate the compromise thing, and everyone was like, Dean has compromised. What have you compromised in, Sarah?
Yeah,
but is it a compromise to be like, don't sing? You're acting like the singing is. That's who he is. That's who he is in himself. He doesn't sing a song he's doing too much. You sing in the bath.
Yeah, sing in the bathroom. And then if you want to talk about your feelings, let's have a conversation. There's nothing wrong with doing that. And if anything, I think that some of the walls be broken down. The problem is she don't like you.
She don't like you.
And Also, she was never gonna like you. That's
They
the problem.
set you up.
They did 100% set you up because Sarah, you made it very clear what your type is, and he's not your type. And because, let us be honest, yes, you have a fixed type, and you were like, oh, this is what the kind of guy I'm looking for. You were not open to any other type of guy. You
No.
weren't, or you had not done the work for you to be open, because really and truly, your friends said in one of the VTs that the types of guys you went for, or maybe it's the dad, the type of guys you went for never worked out.
No, the friend said it.
Yeah, and they always treated you badly, but that is still your type. So you haven't done the work for you to be like, okay, let me reevaluate. Is this the type of guy I should be with? No, because actually, Dean is the guy that, okay, bar the rapping, Dean is the type of guy that she should be with, I think.
I don't think it is.
You don't?
I think going back to the conversation we had last week about dating and the idea of having a list of random words, and actually what you're looking for is a much more complex and nuanced than that.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to date someone nice. He is nice, and that's it.
Yeah, true.
That's it.
Yeah.
That is the only qualifying thing that they've collected for this guy. Is that he's nice? What's his political stances? What is it that's important to him? What is it what are his ambitions? Like, there was nothing beyond, I want someone who's just not a bad boy. Which is why whoever came down the runway, if they didn't look exactly like her type but not a prick, she would have had a problem with, because she wasn't ready to date someone who looked different. Who had a different personality. She just wanted one of the guys that she dated before to be nicer to her. That's what she was.
And that's very similar story to Nelly as well.
Exactly. Yeah. And so you are not fit to be on a show like this where you have no say and no control over who's going to come down the runway. The reverse for Dean. I do not think that you have truly made peace with how you feel about yourself. And coming on a show to stand across from a stranger who does not know who you are, who wanted something else, and then spends that entire time basically hating everything about you, is a form of abuse.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they purposely did it. They knew that this couple wasn't going to last, because you know why? Because they brought Sarah's type in the experiment.
That's how
Because there is a guy with tattoos who is actually very nice, who has, reforms from his,
Sarah,
old
you
ways.
wouldn't have been his type.
100%. That's the thing.
Because you're not that girl.
The person that he's been matched with, I think they're more suited, 100%. But
you're not that girl. You're not that girl.
No. The thing is, even knowing her now, I can't even imagine her with the type that she said that she wants.
You
are not your type.
And that's why it didn't work out.
Yeah.
Also, can I just say something? Even the type, my type is a bad boy. What does that mean?
Yeah, honestly. But that's exactly...
Like he's a criminal, or he treats you like shit and that's what you like?
That's what... Honestly, that's the same thing when that girl was saying, I want an alpha male. That's exactly what I was thinking.
It's a trauma response.
Yes.
You feel... Not, again, we can't diagnose people, we're not in the room with them. But to have such a tumultuous relationship with your mum, for her to then get really ill and pass away. Losing a parent can feel like abandonment. It probably feels even more so when your parent is actively putting themselves in a situation that will inevitably lead to them having to leave you. She probably engages in these relationships with bad guys because they have a sell-by date. That man is not going to stick around. So you can keep repeating the cycle of, I pick people to come into my life and they leave me. There's that part, but there's also that I never have to really give myself to someone, and I never have to feel that sense of loss again because I knew you weren't shit when I met you. So, which is something you cannot work on in this show because it's an entertainment show. It is not therapy. And this week at the commitment ceremony, I was really like, wow, this is the worst advice I think they've given in a long time to some of these people. Like, you guys don't give a heck. You just want them to stay in the show, which is fair enough on the entertainment level. But even Paul, like, I'm like, sometimes I did feel like you guys had some integrity. Like, you wouldn't give advice that just felt like garbage. But I think it was to Julia Ruth where they were like, no, it wasn't. It was to Anita. It was like, you need to ask yourself how you're investing in this relationship.
Yeah, that part I was like, but
Huh?
have you watched what happened before?
What
Because
relationship?
Because she is the one that's only been investing in it. I felt for Anita. I felt for her so much in that moment where she's asking questions and the guy ain't coming back with nothing. But then every time he was like, oh, what does love mean to you? That's the only question he would ask. After she said, I'm here for love. Okay, what does love mean to you? To antagonize her.
To just get out of the situation. He doesn't have a response,
No,
so I'm
he
going to spin it back on you, and then I'm going to attack your response.
But as Paul said, what are you bringing to the relationship, Anita? Like, honestly, it's really sad because Paul does have a lot of integrity, I would think, because this is his background, this is his field. He was a professional matchmaker before he joined the show. But again, he's also admitted that it's a TV show. And when he initially went down the more legit, authentic way of matchmaking, it didn't make good TV. And so the Channel 4 adopted the Australian format and said, we're doing this for entertainment. And that's the reason why we get all these weird-ass matches that they know ain't going to work.
Then they then sit and gaslight that person into thinking, we matched you guys for a reason.
Yeah.
You matched us on the bare minimum.
You matched us because you knew this was going to be entertaining. You knew, I'm going to bring a fat guy for this girl who loves bad boys.
And then they couldn't have predicted the way that she was going to react because the way that she behaved was crazy.
Yeah,
constantly.
Where she was like, oh, if he could lose some weight and get some tattoos, that's when
maybe I feel attracted to him right now. Constantly in her VTs talking down about him and being like, oh God, he just makes me it's so cringe because he said he liked me, and I was just like, ugh, he's just girl, you are not that girl, first of all. But also, why just have some decorum?
Yeah.
I feel like it's possible to not like someone and be like, you know, it was nice like going to a swimming pool today, but I'm still just I'm not really feeling anything.
And it's fine.
You don't have to go in. You don't have to go in. And I'm sure she will come out and say the producers and the editing. And I'm sure the producers did. I'm sure they're like, oh, come on, you have to admit that he's fat. He's a fat fuck. And then she was like, I mean, yeah, I guess he is fat. And then they just use that. Like, set her up. Listen, it is a scheme.
It is a scheme.
That Paul set up to come to us with the bullshit.
No, but Paul did, when he checked her and then she was there crying, as we talk about with the tears.
Yeah, at the dinner where everyone gets together.
Yeah.
She's going around to everyone. Oh, don't like him. Oh, I've had such a shit time because I don't like him.
Then leave then.
And then on top of that, blurting all the things. Yeah, he asked me if I've ever been with anyone fat, and I was like, no. I was like, no.
I forgot how savage that woman was.
Like, honestly, when he said that, it gave me the ick. Like, no.
She's actually savage, that woman.
She has no respect for this guy whatsoever. Then has audacity to be crying in the thing. Why are you crying? You're crying because you know you look like the bad guy. You're not crying because you disrespected a person who has not disrespected you. And now the dynamic in that relationship is given very much. Oh, poor Dean. Poor Dean.
Yeah.
And then in after the commitment ceremony, when he was like, yeah, disrespect is a big red flag for me. I'm not going to go for disrespect. Meanwhile, I'm still sitting in the house with the girl. You're not going anywhere.
No, you're not leaving.
You're not going anywhere.
So this was going to happen. That whole stupid rule of like, if one person says leave and one person says stay, you have to stay. Like, you're honestly, like, legit, I think Sarah could have just wrote leave. But also, for me, if you want to leave, just leave. Because
I mean, in real talk, you're not going to keep me on a shadow.
No, it's happened so many times anyway.
I'll call the police.
Yeah, people leave, they write leaves, the other person says stay. The next day, it's like, oh, so-and-so left. Yeah, because they didn't want to be here.
And nobody wants to be with someone who doesn't want to be with them 100%, as well.
Yeah.
I do not see these two making it even to the midpoint of the series at this rate.
The new couples will come and they'll be like, who's Dean? Who's Sarah? That's what's going to happen.
She probably, I bet you, I wouldn't be surprised if she is buying her time to see who's going to
win. True. 100%.
Because I don't sense any goodness in that woman. Sorry.
No.
Sarah, if you're listening and you're the world's biggest sweetheart, I apologise. And I really feel for what you experienced as a child, because that is really, really tough. I genuinely do. But you spoke and speak without empathy towards other people.
Yeah.
And if you can't have empathy towards other people, why should anyone have empathy towards you? Like, you are not a spring chicken yourself.
Yeah.
Humble yourself, as they say in the world. But equally, sorry to like suddenly flip it, equally, if she doesn't find Dean attractive, that's also okay.
That's fine. And I think that there is nothing
wrong. It's the way you're going about it.
That's the thing. Because I get it. Like, there's some things about him where it would give me the ick. 100%. Even from the wedding day when he was there doing I think it was the reception rap that really was like, yeah, I don't like this. But you still could respect him even if you don't find him attractive. You can still say, look, I want to just see where this process goes, but honestly, I'm not physically there. I need a bit more time. And then if it doesn't get there, just be like, look, I love you as a friend. I hope we can stay in touch. But I don't think this is not a marriage. And a marriage needs to have X, Y, and Z. I don't feel like I'm going to get that from you. It's nothing wrong with you. It's just me. You could even say it's not me. It's not you, it's me. And leave it like that. And I think some of these couples are going to do it in that way, in a more kind of kind, natural way. And then they'll eventually split. And it wouldn't feel so painful. Whereas now, if they leave tomorrow, I'll feel slightly relief for Dean. I'll be like, well, it is what it is with Sarah. I don't know. It's not an ideal couple.
But it feels really cruel.
It does, yeah. 100%. Now we're going to move on to another couple that I feel like is probably in a better position. Kia.
I know. Every time I see the spelling, I'm like, what?
It's wild. Because he's spelled Keye.
Yeah.
So Kia and Davide.
Yeah, David.
Oh, David. I think of Davide from Love Island. But yeah, Kia and David.
Yeah, they're fine.
It's
not even much to talk about, is there?
No, they seem really happy. I'm just waiting for their first argument because I think it's going to be explosive.
A bit of energy on the honeymoon, right? Where David was like, he keeps talking about sex. He doesn't want to get below, like, under the hood that much. And then they had dinner and then he was like, this is what happened to me before. Yeah. And then David was like, I love him. And then they've been like plain sailing ever since. Last night, or the last episode I saw, Stephen.
Yes, we can move on to him.
Took his big teeth.
Fam, that's what was really...
To their house.
Yeah.
To try and check Kia.
Yeah.
Come in my own house to try and check me. Sorry, I said that your wife was hot, and don't you think your wife's hot? And that's a fight.
Fam?
The way that Kia handled it, honestly, big respect.
Yeah, 100%.
Because he was like, I'm not going to give this that energy that you feel like we're going to get. And you come, even seeing you sat in the chair looking at me like that's pissing me off. There's no drama. You're trying to make drama.
I love it.
I don't like people talking about me and my... No one was talking
about you.
You don't like that girl.
Just be honest.
You don't like that girl. No. Like, you're making everybody else's problem. If you don't like her, deal with it on your own. About, I don't want people talking... if she starts telling people our business, we're going to have a problem.
That's a you problem. That's a you and your wife problem. It's got nothing to do with me.
Also, you're not that guy.
Fam.
If it was the dude with the tattoos, maybe I would be a bit shook.
Same.
I'm not scared of you.
No.
In fact, this is making me laugh. Get up out of my house.
Yeah.
About...
he stood up and walked out. I was like, yeah, what else could you do? After you made your little comment in your declaration, everyone's looking at you going, and?
And when Kia said, I'm going to do it again.
And?
You had to leave.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing else
you came here thinking he was going to check me. What? Because we're gay. You thought you were going to come to our house and then intimidate us. And then you couldn't. And so you had to leave.
Yeah. And then the juicy news is that apparently he was either talking to someone.
He was in a relationship.
Yeah, he was
seeing some girlie 2 weeks before they started filming.
And I've also heard on the TikToks, that he was messaging girls or messaging a girl while they were on the honeymoon.
He apparently said, wait till you see who they've put me with.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's giving racist.
It's
giving white power. Yeah. It's giving fake teeth. It's giving get him off my screen.
Yeah. The thing is, I really liked them initially because we're now moving on to Stephen and Nelly because, we might as well.
Yeah, there's nothing to talk about. No. Honestly, rooting for David and Kia, but I agree with you. When they start full shining like this, something random's going to happen. They're going to have a big ass argument and we're going to be like, oh, these two should never speak to each other again. Get them off here.
Yeah. So,
but Stephen, I hope they make it. Currently,
at the moment, they're one of the few safe couples at this moment in time.
There's something about Kia that, like, I don't know if I buy. And also, to some extent, David has been very...
even killed.
Yeah, and accepting and, like... one of you's got to be unhinged. Otherwise, they wouldn't put you two together.
True. I think it's Kia, but... David may surprise us.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Stephen...
So that bit when his family came, when he didn't know they were going to come to the wedding...
With David?
Yeah. He was like, oh, my family are in France, so I'm going to be by myself. And then his mum and his brother came in. That actually did make me cry.
Oh.
Because, like...
Yeah.
What a lovely surprise if you didn't know if your family were going to make it. And his mum was like, of course I was going to come.
Yeah, that was...
going to get married and I wouldn't know. And then him and his brother just seemed really close. And then they had to go... like quite soon after the ceremony, but like they both came up to like Nicki. Like, I like that.
Sweet.
That felt real. That felt like a real thing.
Yeah. Everything else,
Who
a
knows?
scheme.
A scheme. This episode's gonna be called A Scheme.
I'll say that. So yeah, Nelly and Steve, moving on to them. Initially, I really kind of liked them as a couple, but I wasn't sure about a few things. Firstly, Nelly is, I can't remember how old she is, but yeah, she has been in quite a few relationships where every single guy has cheated on her.
She's been in quite a few relationships where every single guy cheated.
As I said that, I realised in every relationship she's been in, it's ended because the guy cheated on her.
Lovely.
And I know that is one that's super traumatic. Like,
how unlucky.
Absolutely, like knowing that you invest in a relationship and each and every time the guy was like, no, I don't think you're good enough. I'm going to cheat on you. I was surprised that she told him so soon. I would have held like, why are you laughing? I would have held that in.
The way you phrased that, made it so like, she gets into one relationship and the guy's like, I'm going to cheat. And then she gets into another one and then like, guess what? I'm going to cheat. And like, it becomes a bit clownish. So at some point, if you get cheated on so much, it has to come all the way back around to being funny.
Yeah, it does. But also my question is, what's going on with the picker? Because after you've seen the first trait, look, you don't know, because sometimes some of these guys can be really good on paper, but they're a wolf in sheep clothing.
Sometimes this person's never cheated before a day in their life.
Then they get with you and then they decide, you know what?
Not even that.
Must cheat.
Something happens at work and then for some reason the chemistry of their brain says, you know, how I should deal with this is fucking a stranger.
Yeah,
like
crazy.
The psychology of cheating, it's like two camps. It's people who just on a whim one day decide to risk it all for some bizarre reason, and then those people who are always going to cheat.
True.
And you don't know which one you're going to get.
True.
Because it'll be the good boys who one day come to you like, I don't know what happened, I was out and shit, I've been feeling really shit recently and I'll never do it again. And you're looking at the person like, this is crazy. We've been together for like 10 years.
Yeah, it's wild.
And you just decided today to do a big cheat.
Yeah, it's wild.
Meanwhile, there are other people who've been, I've been fucking the girl who sits next to me at work since the day we started dating. Sorry you found out, but I'm not going to stop.
That's crazy. It's crazy.
Like, they come in all different shapes and sizes. So I do think it must be hard to know whether or not when you first meet someone, they're going to cheat on you.
Yeah.
But what I think you should be able to tell is whether or not that person really fucks with you.
True.
She jumped head first into that relationship off one day.
Yeah. Because the wedding, don't get me wrong, they connected really well. He seemed really like engaged and happy to see her and to connect. But as it is become very clear, she's much further ahead in the relationship than he is. And
Which doesn't make sense.
No.
You was feeling it as much as she was feeling it on the wedding day. So what happened?
And even on the honeymoon as well, they were affectionate. There was a lot of connection.
Because he's seen the other girls.
Yeah. True.
As soon as they had a dinner party, suddenly all of a sudden he's being cold, he's being distant. You've seen the other girls. And you said, who the fuck put me with this girl? When there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
couple
7,
of stunners. Yeah.
And what's crazy is she's so pretty.
She is.
Gorgeous hair, gorgeous skin. She's incredible.
Yeah. And she's got a great personality as well.
Wedding date. Super fun.
She did, yeah.
Her problem is she's not her type's type.
Yeah.
When will the girls of colour learn?
Yeah.
It's not every white.
Yeah.
It's not every white.
No.
Essex lad, those turkey teeth up to
No, that's not your type. Because where was he on September 13th?
Where was he on September 13th?
And if you're from London, you know.
Where was he?
Was he marching?
Where was he?
Was he marching with the United Kingdom march?
Where was he? Is he the kind of person who after a few drinks will be like, the thing is about Somalis, and you'll be sat right at the table with him.
And man. And he would swing that comment. No, it's not even subtly. It would just fly out of his mouth so smoothly.
He won't, because he won't respect you enough to go, oh, should I not say that in front of my butt? No. She could get it too.
Yeah,
she could get it too. He don't like you.
Unfortunately. And it's really going to be unfortunate because she's going to find out later on. I actually think...
Again, this is another form of abuse.
Yeah.
You know what she's been through. He said, come on the show
Yeah.
and let this man, like a dog that's got a person between his teeth, drag you up and down
You hate
the
that scene
place.
so much. But also, no, it's not even his teeth that I hate, it's the walk. Like when he was walking to
He's not that
Kia's,
guy.
he's not. He really isn't.
Makes me sick.
Yeah.
Every time I see his face, I feel uncomfortable. Like, I feel like I've touched something wet. It's giving.
He's like a wet wipe. He's a wet wipe.
Yeah, it is something off. And there was something, even in his VT, I thought there was something off about this guy. They're like, him making such a big deal about, oh, I don't want to tell her I have kids. Don't want to tell her I have kids. They're your kids.
Yeah. Honestly.
Whether you tell her today, you tell her at the end of the thing. Your kids they're still your kids.
That I felt so bad for the friends who had to be like, yeah, maybe it's worth you asking him about, his life. Because they were now put in a position where it's like, you don't want to tell her that you have kids, but she's asking everyone else. Ugh.
Why is it a secret?
Yeah. Exactly.
Why is it a secret that you have kids? I don't, they're not going to make it.
No, neither that. No. And the thing is, it will be even a cruel form of punishment if he ends up cheating with her with one of the other girls. Not necessarily this cohort, but the new girls that come in.
There's already even cheating rumours.
True.
In the preview for the next episode, the guys are talking about how he was sleeping with someone 2 weeks before the experiment.
Yeah.
You're not going to make it to the second cohort.
No.
There's no way.
I hope she does.
And they keep trying, they're already trying to gaslight her into being like, this all in your head about the stuff in your previous relationship. I don't like that because you don't know that for a fact. Yeah. And I understand sometimes there's self-sabotage, but
maybe it's your body telling you, don't make this mistake again, girl.
My instinct wasn't wrong. She said, because I feel that way because I can feel him pulling away. And he said, I am pulling away.
True.
So I'm not crazy.
No, that is very true. So we're going to move on to our next couple. I think this is probably one of my favourite couples. It's Grace and Ashley. So, one, Grace is beautiful. And she reminds me of someone from TV. Have you seen that? Has Grace been on TV before?
I don't know.
She just looks like she has been on TV. Mind you, she's a midwife. She said that she's a midwife. She's, I don't think she has been on TV before, but she just looked so familiar. But I think they're one of my favourite couples for now.
These two made me deeply uncomfortable at the beginning.
Yeah, same.
Are they one of my favourite couples? No.
It was uncomfortable at the beginning, but I grew to love them at the end.
Yeah, it definitely seems to be worked out a bit better. Mm-hmm. 2 things.
Go on.
I think Grace is autistic.
Ooh, what made you think that?
The touch stuff.
Okay.
And the way that she talks about, also the energy with which she speaks in a flurry all the time.
Yeah.
And she, at the beginning when she was nervous and doing all those voices, I know you're not supposed to diagnose people from the armchair. Yeah. But I related very hard to Grace's journey of I don't like being touched.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
My thing is not like a skin to skin thing, but it feels like an invasion. It's deeply overfamiliar. And I know, and the fact that she was so overwhelmed, even before the thing started, I know, one, I would find a situation overwhelming.
Oh, yeah,
it is overwhelming.
Yeah.
But then tack that on top, the idea of someone also trying to simulate a relationship with you while you are also trying to keep your head because you're like, oh my God, I've made a big mistake. Everything about that gave Grace is overstimulated. And I really felt for her when at the commitment ceremony, she was like, oh yeah, I'm such a weird person, I have this weird thing, I wish I didn't have this weird thing. And the way she was talking about herself as oh, I'm the problem, made me really sad and made me think, oh, she has never
had to address this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's just been it's quirky, cool, great. Yeah. She was a quirky person. Even if you think about it, her thing about the feminism stuff, right? That weird refusing to when he said, I grew up traditional, and she said, that means he hates women. Yeah. The jump to that even felt because the rules are you need to specifically say that you support feminism. Otherwise, I'm going to think that you are a knuckle-dragging, troll, alpha dude. There was at no point where he said, I think you need to do this. He was just I grew up in a household where, men worked and they took care of their wives. And she was oh my God, I can't do this. I'm going to pass out.
It was a lot. And because of the way they set it up, like her talking about feminism with a friend, and then him talking about like traditional values. I was like, okay, already
A scheme.
it's scheme, because also it made him look like, oh, he's the alpha male, he's the the dominant husband who wants a submissive wife, and actually that wasn't the case.
His VT at the beginning, when you first meet him, where he's like, he's got this daughter, he has this job, he plays rugby. You just seem like a really fun guy who wants to build a life with someone.
Yeah.
The way they tried to flip it, that's when I was like, this doesn't even make sense, because this isn't the guy that you even presented to us initially.
No.
So why does it feel like you're feeding into the like, yeah, I want a woman that's a woman that stay at home. Because you got to stay at home.
No, he never came across like that. I think there's other guys in this cast that could easily say that, and you would believe it, but I didn't feel that energy from him.
You're trying to set him up.
You were. And okay, so it's interesting to know your perspective about the touch thing, because I thought it was a bit more serious when I first watched it. I thought it was something to do with like abuse.
Oh.
But because every time she talked about the touch thing, she got really, really emotional, but like she wouldn't talk about it, and like it's so sad we're in a world that's like where my mind had gone. So I thought it was something like that.
When she started talking about the sensation of the skin on skin, I was like, that's a sensory thing.
Yeah. Then she started to go into more detail. I was like, okay, now I understand a bit more, because I initially, again, it's really bad to make and jump to that conclusion, but that was where my head went when she initially said it. Now, it's not saying people who don't like touch means that they've had traumatic experiences, because I think everyone's got their own different perspectives on touch. I get it. I think for me personally, like, I need to feel really comfortable with you. And
if I just met you today, do you not want to put your hands all over me?
That's like, and it's completely fine. So yeah, I think that when she was getting really emotional, that's where I was like, oh, is it something more serious? But it's interesting to hear your take on it. I think, to your point, the reason I like Ashley, because he, again, going back to like the big teddy bear,
handsome.
He is also very good looking. Yeah,
he's probably honestly of all the dudes the most handsome.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, I do agree with him.
He's got good body. Like, she's lucked out.
Yeah, she has. So that's what, and I think they're also such a stunning couple together. Like, I do think they are a stunning couple. So
she's a bit too small. She could be a little bit taller.
Yeah, but I think that, he's a big guy. Like, she's like a little...
I just don't like when there's too much.
I was going to say she was a little baby. That sounds really weird.
It does sound really weird, actually. I just don't like when there's too much of a gap between partners. I'm like, how do you guys...
They're kids. They're fine.
Do this?
I don't think... Look, it's not that... I mean, she's wearing heels, but it's not that much of it.
I thought it was sharp. When they were walking and she gave him the piggyback, I was like, she's supposed to be...
But I think that there's such a stunning couple. Like, yeah, I that honeymoon, it was a real turnaround, and all of a sudden I was like, what happened in between? But maybe again, it's just the time. I'm feeling more comfortable. Needs to be a bit more comfortable. Yeah, and it's fine, and it makes sense. So I'm rooting for them. The one thing I'm worried about is that she keeps on saying like, oh, look, for me, it was really important that we started off as a friendship, and I don't know if that friendship is ever going to develop beyond the friendship into a physical relationship. A relationship, or it's gonna get to that point where they're gonna keep on saying we're friends, like last season, where like they want to be friends, but there's no physical attraction, and they finally kind of like kiss or have sex, and they're like, nah, it's not for me. It's like that couple, and you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I don't think it's gonna be that. Yeah. I think the problem is that she is a slow burn. Mm-hmm. Like, based on the overwhelm and how long it even took her to warm to him on the honeymoon, that she will be a slow burn. Yeah. I worry that he won't remain patient long enough with her. And the minute he starts being impatient with her, that's going to make her...
retreat.
Exactly. Yeah. And I can see that the experts were even saying, like, Ashley's being really accommodating, like kind of putting pressure on her to be like, well, he's being respectful about it. So when are you going to...
Yeah. True.
And if they keep putting pressure on her, she is going to balk. And then the problem will be between the two of them, even though it's not really. It's about like, I need time, and I get it. As the person who's not that person, you don't know if they're just saying that to you to pacify you, or if they really mean that. So then you're going to start to be like, maybe she don't like me.
I really hope that he can be patient. I hope that she can get there. I have hopes for this couple. But the thing is, Love is Blind. Maths UK has not really been that successful. I don't think there was any couple that came out of last season that stayed together. I think that there was some intermingling, but there was no couple that stayed together. So I have very slim hopes, but I hope if there is a couple that makes it all the way through, it's this couple. Next is Joe and Maeve.
Yeah. So
the black dresses was a choice.
The black dress was a choice.
Yeah.
Her coming in on the horse,
Yeah.
but she loves horses, so it makes sense. But obviously, if you don't know that person, you're just like, okay. She talked about needing a drink a lot, and we learned in the VT, which again she wouldn't have known because she just got here. So this is the scheme. It was interesting. It made it sound like he was sober, but then he has been drinking, so I don't think he's completely sober. But maybe he's not doing drugs anymore.
Yeah, because he was like reformed. I kept getting the feeling that he has reformed from something.
Yeah, I feel like his mum said something that's like, yeah, he had a really hard couple of years and he lost a lot of weight, and we were worried about him. And now it's like, so it sounds like, he did have a drug problem and now he doesn't, which is like great for him.
Yeah,
and made him very nervous, I guess, hearing her constantly talking about, I want to drink, because it's like, sounds like he likes a party.
Yeah.
And I don't party anymore because I love drugs. So I can't party. And so it felt a bit like, oh God, they're not going to make it. And then things started to turn, and then they had dinner where she was like, right, I'm starting to like him, so I'm going to come to this dinner and just be mean. Like, I'm just going to start lashing out. I'm going to be difficult as hell because I like him and I don't like the fact that I like him. I don't like the fact that he was asking me questions about myself. The part that I was just like gagged by when she was like, I don't want people to know that I'm soft. You're on a TV show. There's cameras everywhere.
We'll find out if you're soft. And also, what will happen because you're soft?
Meanwhile, you're telling in the VT, I like him. He's so cute. Girl, no.
Honestly. So, I mean, they went on the honeymoon after that blowout. Got connected very quickly.
Had sex.
Physically.
Off the back of that.
I mean, great makeup sex for them. And yeah, they seem to be going well.
Yeah, I think they've shown a clip of them in the shower, like washing each other. I was like, this?
No, it's like, where did this come from? I was really surprised. I was like, yeah, this is like Love is Blind when, after the honeymoon or the first night together, producers always ask them, like, did you have sex? All they say is like, yes, or,
we don't kiss or tell.
Yeah.
But you can always tell from their faces that they're like...
Exactly. And that's all we need to know. Or you just show them, like, they're in bed, they have a little snuggle, you're like, okay, well, we know what happened last night.
No, just snuggling. People snuggle who don't have sex.
Yeah, but he hasn't got his shirt on.
So, but he was hot in the night.
But neither do you.
I was hot in the night.
So you're both naked underneath.
Who said naked? I'm not wearing a shirt. Oh, assumptions are being made because my tits are out, I'm naked, am I? Oh.
We can see your tits though. And then there's like, then they will go ultimatum style. The cameras, the vision.
Yeah, that's not it. If you try to live, be like, we did not have sex last night.
Night vision cameras.
Roll the footage.
Yeah. I can't believe the ultimatum was that brave. Honestly, I cannot.
And the sound.
Yes. Oh my God.
The South African one.
Yes.
Even worse.
But I don't think anything...
Because obviously you say something like, she's like, oh, get on top or something, and it's like, oh my gosh.
I don't think anything can really beat Temptation Island.
Temptation Island was wild.
When that threesome in the bathroom, and all you heard was clapping. That was wild. That legit was wild. Crazy. And they had video footage, I'm telling you. And they were like, going
to look me dead in my eye and lie again.
But you took him back.
And that's what I'm saying, but those kind of cheaters are built a bit different. Yeah. Like the footage could be rolling and they'd be like, baby, that's not me.
But I can see you. I can see the tattoo on your ass. I know that tattoo.
Baby, that's not me. We have to understand they seduced me. I was assaulted.
Oh
baby.
My gosh. Yeah.
Or he'll come back to you tomorrow. I've been praying on it. Just start invoking everything that's did.
Yes, yeah.
Well, my mum died and...
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That's why I had to put my dick into go. What the hell are you talking about?
I'm so done.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. It's wild. So, like, going back to Joe and Maeve.
They're hitting off.
I think they hit off really well. I think they
make a cute couple.
So do I. I'm looking forward to that. Not looking forward to, but when they have the big argument, because this little tiff was rooted in an insecurity of Maeve.
I think it's going to be at a time where Joe is mad. I think that he can handle Maeve's lash outs. I don't think he was taking it too seriously. Like, even in that moment, I thought he handled it quite well. He was like, why are you getting upset? Like, we're just having a conversation. And she was like, oh, you're pissing me off. Like, it really kind of made it clear that the issue was within her and not between the two of them.
Yeah.
So he seems quite good at handling conflict. I don't think Mabel's any good at handling conflict.
Oh, no.
So the day that he's coming at her, she's going to be coming at him.
Honestly, wild. So, yeah, that's going to be something interesting to see. The next couple is Julia Ruth and Devani. Firstly, can we just say Julia Ruth is stunning?
I don't like the arch.
What do you mean the arch?
She's always art.
Oh, is there a dance?
Yeah, no, of course it is. Yeah. But, like, every time I say, I'm like, this is an insane arch, actually. If you're just constantly walking around all day, every day. That's like a natural thing. I don't even think you're trying. Maybe. Your body is just in this position. Yeah. And it's always wearing dresses that are just sort of material wrapped around someone's body. But whoever did that wig.
Yes.
Dense as hell.
Yeah. Like,
that wig is perfection.
But it's a frame. Like, it frames her face.
They made that for her.
Yeah.
You can't get that wig in the UK.
I was thinking, is that her hair? Girls can have that kind of hair, you know.
Where is the part? Where's the scalp?
Oh yeah, never thought about that. But I was like, she looked good.
That also is too full.
Like, you can't have hair that big.
No one's hair is that big.
No, she did look good. She looks great. And
she's very pretty.
She's so beautiful, yeah. And Devani...
She needs to tell me where she got the wig from.
Would you wear that wig though?
Yeah.
I think that wig is too much for me.
Oh yeah, I don't think it would suit me at all, but I put it on.
Try and be like, hey girls.
Oh my God, so heavy.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Like, my head is weighing. I think it's a really cute wig. I just think it would be on, like, it needs to be for the right occasion.
Which is?
I don't know. Like a party.
A costume party. I'm Shaka Khan.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I don't think I would wear it to work. It's too much.
But like, do you think that wig is such a choice you have to wear it? That has to be your everyday wig. Like,
yeah, which is that's her everyday wig. Yeah.
I don't think that wig comes off.
No.
I think it's sewn into her scalp.
Yes, pretty much.
Oh, maybe it's a sewing.
It's a lot of hair for a sewing.
It's a lot of hair, period.
You're actually right, because seeing the photo is actually wild. It's literally like a hat.
It is
yeah.
Come on.
Okay, it's a wig, but like, still, she looks. It really suits her.
I'm telling you, somebody custom made that wig.
It suits her very well
to frame her specific face.
So Julia Ruth is from South Africa.
Yes, New Zealand.
Oh my God, yeah. So New Zealand, but
she was born in South Africa.
That's it.
And then they moved to New Zealand.
And then she was adopted
by her sister because her adopted dad died.
Yeah, and it's just. Her story is incredible. Crazy. Yeah, it's crazy and also incredible. And she's a dancer. She
has a lot of gay friends.
Yeah. There were a lot of girl moments. And she just seems like a lot of fun. And then you meet Devani, who I just laughed when he was like, I'm going to make a little Marvel joke in my bow. Like, I saw he did. Yeah, I did. I did like it. I thought it was fun.
Get these Marvel niggas out. Get them out.
I don't.
Sorry, I'm especially suspicious of a man who's like, I love Marvel.
What's wrong with a guy who likes Marvel?
You
imagine we could just
red pillar.
No, come on.
You are Mango. You're Trump.
No, absolutely not.
You are Trump.
We will go to the cinema and watch Avengers together. I think it's something really sweet about it. Let's just move on. All I know is I think it's actually quite endearing if my husband had a very similar
Captain America.
Yeah. Chris Evans.
I don't support propaganda that supports America as a good place. Do you know how many crimes they've done?
I'm so done. You're an idiot. That's why your man was like, I love Marvel. We're going to go watch a Marvel marathon.
My man could never love Marvel.
Literally, my siblings sent me this TikTok of all the Marvel films. And if you watch them all, it will take you a very, very long time. But you can prep yourself for the next Avengers that's coming out. And I was like, yeah. Because that one's coming out at the end of next year. I was like, okay, you can prep.
It's going to take you a year to watch every Marvel film.
Well, if you space it out, like, one or two every week.
1 or 2 every week, and it would take you... They've made 100 films.
I mean, about 50 films. Maybe it's 1 a week. They've made about 50. But it's not just films. It's not films. It's a series as well.
They've made 50 things off that.
Yeah, I think
that's scary.
I think they have. So, yeah, I don't mind if a man likes Marvel.
I don't like my man to be watching comics and playing with toys.
I prefer him to like Marvel than ever liking football.
No. Oh, like, I don't want my husband to have a fandom, period.
Bruh.
What if he's on the internet? He's a barb. You gotta be careful. You gotta be. What if he's one of those people on the internet being like, I'm pissed off that they cast this person as black. In the comic books, he's white.
Jesus.
That's your man.
That's the scary. That's
your
scary.
man is on Reddit right now.
That's scary.
Beefing teenagers.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So I would say that, okay, so he's a bit more serious, but, you know, when he's talking about the Marvel thing, I was like, oh, maybe he's, you know, quite fun. I'm always suspicious of a guy who has a long-term female friend.
Oh my gosh. You don't have no male friends now?
I have male friends, but like...
They've been friends with them long?
No, it's been time, but like... That... You had your family to bring, and you brought those two people. And he talked about that girl for a long time.
Because he was also sleeping with somebody 2 weeks before he came on the show. His family weren't going to come. You're wasting everybody's time.
Probably, yeah, probably.
It's like that guy who took the girl to the park. Never forget, the guy who took the girl to the park.
The park bench.
You came on this show to do fuckery. I'm glad you didn't bring your parents.
No. That's the wildest thing. And she sat there and she said... She was plotting her scheme.
She was.
She plotting her scheme.
I need to set up a scheme now.
Yeah. To bring the BS. So Julia, Ruth and Devani, when they did eventually meet, there was a lot of electricity and chemistry. I was really excited about this couple because I thought, oh, they connect so well. They're chatting, they're bantering. Like, it just felt like a yin to the yang. They were bouncing off each other. And then the next day...
Julia said, the noise of the wedding is over now. I don't want to be here no more. Maybe again, she was overwhelmed. Maybe it was like, everything was so fun, and now we're in it for real, and I'm looking at you and you're my husband, and that's making me scared.
Yeah. Or she also mentioned, he's a bit shorter than I would usually go for.
Okay. But when she mentioned it didn't give, I need to go home now.
No,
it's not like the same energy that Sarah had, for example.
True.
So I was like, oh, it felt like an observation. Like, oh yeah, he is shorter than the guys that I would go for, but he was also short on the wedding day.
True, and you kissed him.
And you loved it up.
Yeah.
I'm confused as to why that would be the main issue.
My theory is I think they slept together that night, and she was like, yeah, he ain't a good lay.
Oh.
And that's where she was like, oh. Because why would you switch so quickly from night to day or day to night?
Good point. No,
without
it's
something
a very good point because it is
something happened. Yeah,
very abrupt switch.
Yeah.
That or something happened that night that we didn't see.
True.
Because the way that she would then respond to him being quote unquote negative felt like she'd been dealing with that for months. Yeah. It's like it's been 2 days. So how? Maybe he was negative on the wedding day and we just didn't.
True. Maybe she was like trying to be optimistic, and he was like, well, you know.
No one's ever taken care of me.
True.
To be fair, if I was on a camel ride with a man and he was saying, yeah, no one's ever looked out for me but me, I got to take care of me, I also would be like, it's time for me to go home. I don't ever want to hear that speech coming out of a man's mouth.
Yeah, honestly.
That is a big ass red flag.
It's too deep, too quick, too soon.
It's not even too deep. That like mentality of like, the only person who looks out for me is me. I got no shoulder to cry on. Is giving you think I've come here to fill that void within you.
True.
And I'm not hearing what you're going to do for me either. This is a relationship. It's not, oh, Devani's found his soulmate and his soulmate just wants to listen to him, all of the bullshit that he has to say.
Yeah. I don't know. But since then, it's gone even more downhill after that honeymoon.
She tried to gently talk to him about it. I don't think she was rude.
Neither did I, no.
He, off in the like cutscene, is on the floor. I thought he was crying even.
Yeah, so did I. Was he not crying?
I don't know. He's not facing the camera, so you can't see. He's crying because she said, can you just try and like lighten it up a bit? I said, that doesn't seem like a normal reaction to that. But his response and what he heard when she said that was, I'm trying to tell you about my life and open up to you and you don't even want to hear it. And then he literally said, I want someone who's going to listen to me and my problems and support me.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm telling you, that's what he wants is someone to see a yes man.
Okay, you need to go to therapy. And actually, the therapy is not going to tell you yes. But if you want someone to speak to, you need to speak to
he wants someone to vent to.
Yeah.
He doesn't, because
that's your friend. That's not your wife. I mean, you can vent to your wife, absolutely, but still.
I find out that. Can you imagine that? husband's like, yeah, I had a really hard day. Like, I'm going to stop you there. This is sounding very negative. I'm going to put my headphones on now.
Oh my God.
Crazy. But
wild.
After they had that conversation,
yeah,
in the car ride home, apparently, old dude said, I would like to raise to you that you have upset me today, and proceeded to raise his voice, behave in an aggressive manner.
Yeah.
And at this point I said, the black men that go on this show will never beat the allegations.
Yeah.
They will never beat the allegations. Why do you guys keep coming here?
Yeah. Because when she used the word aggressive, I was like, oh. But I don't think she would use that word lightly.
No, I don't think she would use that word lightly
so
either.
There must be some truth to it.
I don't think she would use that word lightly
there
either.
There must be some truth to it.
I'm with you. I think it was probably worse that she was even trying to sell it.
Yeah. It reminds me of Love is Blind, like previous season, where that woman was having that argument with that boy. I can't remember what his name was. And they were having that argument behind the door. And is it Anna or something like that? And she said, I didn't want to be in front of the camera arguing with you because I'm very aware of the perception. Yeah. I'm aware of the perception of you arguing with me, even if you're not shouting, how it could be portrayed, especially in front of all these cameras, all these producers. So, yeah.
Anyway, she's like, yeah, things aren't going great. Come to the dinner now. She's like, so we're going into the dinner and we're just going to be like honest about like how this has been a bit difficult. And he's like, yeah. I knew. I knew from the way that he responded, after they had this fight, she went and stayed in a separate room, he went to stay in a separate room. That's how you know it was bad.
Yeah, true.
When he then asked her to come to dinner so they could talk about it, she arrives at the dinner. She's telling him, I didn't like the way that you behaved. I found it aggressive. It made me shut down. It made me, basically, I was scared. He's like, I feel like we've turned the corner. Like he's just not listening at all.
And that is a red flag as well.
And that's when I knew, like, if she thinks he's going to walk into that dinner party and be honest, she's got nothing coming. Because he is not, you are not speaking the same language somehow.
And it's very clear.
He was like, yeah, I feel like we've resolved everything. I feel like she's told you need to figure out, you need to sort out your temper.
Yeah, 100%.
And you were like, yeah, well, I feel like I had some stuff to say and I had to get it off my chest. He didn't even acknowledge, yes, I lost my temper. Yes, that was inappropriate. None of that stuff. It wasn't until the commitment ceremony when they're like, you can't be doing stuff like that, that he was like, yeah, maybe I should have walked away. They go to the dinner. What do we call those?
What do we call them? This is called the dinner.
Go to the dinner now. He's got to everyone, yeah, me and Julia Ruth are having a great time. Our relationship is fantastic, no complaints. Meanwhile, she's going around to people being like, yeah, it's been a bit difficult, like...
Dinner party.
Yay. You know, there was the honeymoon was turbulent.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, that's not what your man's saying.
My favourite scene was Kia and David. Like,
leaning across each other
going like,
she's so shit. He said it was fantastic. Interesting. Report back. More information. I was like, that's what me and my man gonna
Yeah, that was so funny. I'll be like, oh, okay.
So she then pulls him and is like, what's going on? And he's like, what are you talking about? She's like, didn't we say we was gonna be honest? He's like, I've not told anyone anything. The blatant lying, crazy.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, yeah, I agree with you. We said we were going to come here and be honest. That's what I did. It's like, because people are saying that you're saying everything's good. It's like, I don't know where they would have got that from. Why would people come here and just make up a story about you if you did not volunteer the information?
True.
She then, I think, just starts like spiraling off that gaslight where it's like, I don't understand what's going on because people are telling me that you're saying that we're in a good place, but we're not in a good place. And now I feel crazy because I feel like a prick that I'm telling everyone we're not in a good place. He's like, right, okay, well, I feel like we're good. So it's like, you're still not getting it, are you? Apparently after that, they had another fight.
Of course.
So you haven't learnt nothing. I do not see these two making it even to the midpoint. I'm actually worried for her.
Yeah,
given the fact that he's now lost his temper twice.
Yeah, like get her out of there.
And apparently he had a whole the girl, again, TikTok, the people on TikTok this season, the girl he was seeing said, oh, that face when you see the guy that you're dating, you haven't heard from 2 weeks on...
Oh, God. Oh, gosh.
So he ain't shit either.
No. So, yeah.
And luckily, because Julia Ruth is so positive, I'm sure she'll survive whatever he does.
Oh, yeah.
But
100%.
I can't work. I do think that like focus on positivity and not wanting to talk about anything negative is weird to me. You're an adult, you're not a child.
Yeah. There's a balance, because she did say, oh, I don't want to just trauma dump and then jump in your pants. I get that. But you need to have a level of depth for you to understand who you are as individuals,
You're
but
not
as a
getting
couple.
to know each other,
No,
are you?
because you're there for jokes and vibes. You have your friends for that.
You have your friends for that.
You don't. I'm not saying you can't have jokes and vibes with your husband, or you only can have them with your friends. But I'm just saying that the relationship is going to be deeper when it comes to your husband. So, yeah, that's why it was confusing me at the beginning. I was getting a bit frustrated with Julia Reed, because I thought, why are you criticizing the guy for wanting to connect with you? Or you're criticizing him because in his list of priorities, he's put, looks at the bottom, whereas you put looks at the top. Maybe he just looks at things other than looks.
No, that was crazy.
You don't believe any of that?
No, that was crazy. When she turned her board around, he turned his board around, and sex and looks was at the bottom, and she goes, "Oh, so sex isn't important to you?" He's like, "I feel like I need the other things, and then we can have sex." The point, I get what he was trying to say, which is like, once we have these, we can do these.
Yeah.
But the list was about what's important.
Yeah, true. And he went down the list of like, oh, it first starts with, connection, conversation.
No, number one was children. How are we going to get to children if the sex is at the bottom? What are you talking about?
That was worry when I saw children number one, because it made me think, well, trad wife, you just want a woman to just reproduce. Like,
children number one, sex number 9. Children number 1, sex number 9. Looks even 10. So you don't care about what your children look like. Because that's why we procreate.
Crazy. That's
we
true.
pick people who we feel like will pass on good genes to our kids. You said, I don't care about your looks. I don't even want to hear about your genetic makeup. Let's do the children first. So she's like, so you think ambition is more important than sex? He said, yeah. She's like, money.
Wow. It's given that the debate we had, money or love.
She said, you're a man and you're trying to convince me
that you don't want sex.
That children is number 1 and sex is number 9.
Yeah, that part.
Especially if you go to what you were saying, which is what now I feel like they didn't have sex, right? Because he was like, oh, I need these things first before we can have sex.
Yeah.
Makes me think they didn't have sex.
So what was it that turned her off so...
Maybe she wanted to and he didn't, and she felt rejected by that. Who knows?
True. That is true. We'll never know. We'll never know.
But that energy is giving, they're not going to make it.
No.
And not that I think that, like, sex should, I'm not even trying to say who's in the right in that situation, but there's something that doesn't seem genuine about him. And the minute I saw sex at the bottom and children at the top, I said, I feel like you've put together a list that you think that she would like.
True.
And this is a scheme
that
Todd had set up to cut to Julia Ruth with the bullshit.
I do think, look, if it's true, mine is the top and the bottom. If he's saying that, look, looks are not the most important thing to me, I actually respect that.
Then date Sarah.
True. But she ain't gonna go with black.
Then date Sarah. Date Sarah, let me go find someone who likes sex and who likes looks. Because you keep telling everyone how beautiful you are. She's beautiful, she's beautiful. So the looks does, you're seeing them at least.
True.
You can't miss an opportunity with a girl like that. This person is giving you no to all the other top things that you said. Honesty, ambition. She actually said money in the way that made me think this girl is like, I've never made a dime in my life and I'm not going to make a dime. If those things are important to you, why are you worried about losing her?
True. That is true.
They're not going to make it.
No, I don't think they will. But yeah. Next couple is Leah and Lee.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that. I really don't. I don't like
basically Leah and Leah, basically.
It really pisses me off, actually, because I don't know who's who.
Yeah. I know.
Lee is the mean one, and Leah is also kind of sassy and mean.
Now, who's the one that sounds like a child?
Lee.
Leah. Oh, Lee. Okay.
Yeah, and Leah is a scouse one.
Okay, because I find Leah so annoying.
Lee or
Leah? Sorry, I find Lee so annoying.
She sucks.
She is like bad vibes. She was bad vibes from the wedding.
She sucks.
Yeah.
So this is my thing about like having a really visceral, it gives spoiled brat.
Yeah.
Having
Oh,
a
yeah,
really
100%.
visceral reaction to not getting what you want is
Yeah,
what the
yeah.
issue always is.
Yeah.
It's not that you actually think Leah is disgusting and ugly. Is that you thought you were going to get a mask, but you understand what you said you was looking for was someone who you could build with and who is spiritual.
Yeah.
They are spiritual. You should have
True.
actually said, I'm not looking for anything other than mask, female,
That's what I feel.
no other qualities,
Yeah,
mask,
exactly.
female. They're like, oh, well, what about her? Mask, female, mask.
My thing was this, like, you know what this show is about. You've watched this show in the past. I'm hoping so. So you must know that if you tell them what your type is, you're going to get the complete opposite.
It's exactly like The Materialist. This is
Yeah.
not this. They cannot conjure up a person from the sky for you that's going to be perfect. So understand you're going to get an approximation. You coming in there seeing the approximation and being like, I'm going to kill myself is insane. And that was the energy it was given. I can't
She was too much.
believe that she's not masked.
And there was about that she was like, oh, we need to sleep in separate rooms, or I don't really find her attractive, or I like to have my own space. Like, when she said that whole, like, I like to have my own space and, like, you know, separation when we need to, I don't know, I didn't applaud it, but I understood some of the things where she talked about, like, having time to decompress after work. I get that part. But as time went on, the more she spoke, it was very clear that she did not like Leah. And ultimately, she wants to just be here for the vibes.
It's setting the gay community back as well. You guys are still going back with all about masculine, femme, masculine, femme, masculine, femme. This is going to line the straights to get up your ass. Because why are you looking at another... You're a woman who likes women. A woman is standing across from you. I'm annoyed because she doesn't have an undercut. I'm annoyed because she's not wearing a suit. You can't be helped. You can't be helped. And I'm not gay, so I don't know. Maybe it's deeply important, these mask, femme, STEM labels, right?
Yeah.
But it also just kind of feels like you're a brat being a brat.
Oh, yeah.
Because we never even get to find out if you're Leah's type even.
No, because you spend half the time going, nope.
Made it entirely about you. And then we find out that they all went out, which them going out off screen feels crazy, but they all went out. Leah said to Rebecca or mentioned to Lee that Leah mentioned to Lee that Rebecca was her type.
Mm.
And then all of a sudden they're kissing. What's going on? This is childish behaviour.
Oh, yeah.
You were scared someone was going to take your toy, but you also don't want the toy.
Honestly. So.
She doesn't like Leah.
No, she doesn't.
I don't understand why Leah has so much patience.
I thought she was going to leave during the honeymoon.
They do the lesbians dirty, apart from that one lesbian couple that made it all the way to the end.
Yeah.
They do the lesbians dirty.
It's been bad. Moving on to Rebecca and Bailey.
Rebecca said, I want an alpha male. Here comes Bailey. Oh, I always get girls. I said, I don't care about either one of you. And honestly, I fast forwarded through that whole thing because the alpha male stuff put me on edge so much that I literally was just like, I just don't even... what does that mean? And she wasn't ever able to articulate what exactly that meant. And
that meant and led to assumptions. Because I thought alpha male means you're the big bruiser, basically, who, you know, does, I was going to say who not plays a long game, that's the wrong thing, but like, he comes off tough and rough and he's not afraid to smack someone around. That's how I felt about it. And so I was worried. And the fact that she kept on emphasizing it, I was sitting there going, for the amount of time she said alpha male, I could be drunk if I drank alcohol right now.
I think alpha male is a dog whistle for trad wife in the same way. Like if you flipped it and he said, I'm looking for a trad wife, wouldn't we all be like, oh God, how disgusting? So like insistence on an alpha male to me feels like the antithesis of like Grace, who's like, feminism, pow. It sounds like she would have loved Ashley maybe because Ashley would have, but I think she would have found Ashley to not be alpha because her version of alpha, it gives like, he's not friendly, he's not jokey, he means business, he comes in the house, he goes, this is what's up, and I just feel so secure and safe with him because he's just like, you know, strong. And I just didn't care. I didn't care whether it worked out. I didn't care if it didn't work out, if I'm being honest. Like, I don't particularly feel anything towards Bailey. Now that they're in a place where it seems like they're happy, I'm happy for them because they seem quite cute. But like, equally, I'm like, she honestly seems like a completely different person, even to the
from the
woman who was
wedding.
going alpha, alpha, alpha. So I'm like, what?
Something must have changed again. But again, it's this overnight thing, which makes me think that it could be the producers.
Yeah, or they are spending time off screen together. Like they're
Yeah,
going out
true,
clearly. Because
true.
for them to bring up, oh yeah, we all went to the pub, and then this was like, do you remember that season before last where things kept happening off air?
Yeah,
And I was like, what the hell is going
yeah.
on? Or like the episode would start with a fight based on something that happened at a party that we didn't see. It kind of feels a bit like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe we're missing that he took her on a boat ride and
I
like
hope so, yeah.
all of this stuff. Or maybe they, when the cameras went, got together
True.
and said, listen.
I mean, they did get physical at one point. Or they have now.
But I would say, listen, I want to come out of this and get a pretty little thing deal. And I feel like if you and I do this well, you could get at least a next deal or a
The
burn.
next one, yeah.
So why don't we just give the people a love story?
I mean, that would work.
Because didn't this happen when one of the people said they tried to speak to their partner about that, and then they turned into a whole thing? I can't remember what show that was. They were like, let's just at least act like we like each other, and they were like, no.
I can't remember that show, but it does sound realistic, 100%.
But yeah, do I think they're gonna make it? Right now, they seem like they're gonna.
I say, yeah, I have a bit of hope for them, but with this show, there hasn't been much success love stories, so I'm not successful with love stories, so I'm not sure. But if I had to choose, this would be my second couple that I would like to take it all the way. The last one is Anita and Paul. Anita and Paul are slightly older. I think one is in their 60s.
Yeah, he's in his 60s and she's 55. Almost.
Okay, so yeah. Yeah. So they both had
previous... older.
She does. They both have previous relationships, previous marriages, and
I thought she was just in a relationship. Was she married?
She was married before then. Yeah. So they understand what it means to have a long-term relationship. Paul broke up with his wife and they divorced 15 or 17 years ago. I can't remember which number. And now he is unmarried at first sight. So what is clear is like he didn't have a dating period. He got married. God knows when was the last time he like really got to understand what does dating look like? What do I want to get from dating? What do I want to give in terms of dating? And so when he's dating and having conversations with Anita, it's very clear that they're both on different pages regarding what they want. And also the fact that, you know, Anita really wants to, of course, build a successful partnership. And Paul is still figuring out what that partnership even means. So I don't know, as a couple, the doubts were very high, especially when she eventually moved out of the house, because it was very clear from her that she's asking loads of questions to get to know Paul and it was not being reciprocal at all.
Yeah, Paul was, you know, even the comment where he was like, I like to offer information, she likes to be asked. It's like, that's how a conversation works. Conversation is not you just yelling at someone things that have happened to you, right? Yeah. It's a give and a take. Someone online was saying that they think Paul has ADHD, and I was like, that would actually make a lot of sense in that, like, slightly oblivious to other people and like almost solely focused on like what you're doing in a way that's like can be a bit like you're stepping on people's toes. Like he cuts her off a lot in conversation. He'll change the subjects a lot in conversation. That scene at the table where he wrote down like ask her questions. That to me was like that's what I do when I need to remember stuff. But also like he has a bit of a nerve, like a erratic energy to him. Yeah. And again, to make it to 60 and not get diagnosed, like you're like, and like must be so, I don't know, like you're probably going through life thinking like, oh, nothing ever works out for me. It's like, yes, because it's because you just like have a different pattern. But even his daughter coming up to her on the wedding day is like, listen, sometimes he doesn't think before he speaks and he can put his foot in his mouth. I feel like that warning is kind of part of it, right? Like he's not a bad person. He's a bit of a difficult person to like get to know, and he's quite quirky, and just give him the benefit of the doubt. As someone was saying, like, you know, he asked, apparently in his vows, he asked for patience. And maybe that is him saying he kind of knows he's a bit of a difficult, tricky person. maybe to like get under the hood with. But to be fair, Anita is not really being patient, and I get it. I get it in the sense of like she wants to see progress, and she's not seeing any progress, and it's putting her on edge. But not to be on Paul's side, I feel like she's coming at it in the exact same way every single day, as opposed to being like, okay, I've tried this and that's not working. What is another way that I can get to explore like how committed he is to this thing? Because at the commitment ceremony, when Paul asked them both to say what they were looking for, they basically said similar things. So it's like, if you're looking for the same thing, maybe it's not that he's committed and you're committed and he's not. It might be that the way you're going about it right now are two different things, and you need to find a way for that thing to converge. But equally, I don't know. Anita, I think she had a problem even that, but as she worked down the altar, she was like, this is not the silver fox I asked for.
Again, your type is not your type.
But you said you wanted the silver fox, you're silver. What was she looking for? I don't understand. Like, yeah, I just feel like they're not a good match.
No.
Would I find it cute if they did figure it out? Yes, because I think people should find love. But I don't know. I think Paul needs someone who's a bit more patient. And I think Anita needs someone, she wants to be swept off her feet. And it's just, Paul's not going to be that guy. And Anita's not going to be that girl for him. So I just don't know how they can be content. I think sometimes maths asks people to be content with settling.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether you ought to be.
No.
Some people ought to be. Some people ought to at least try it. Like, you might actually genuinely be happy. But I think with a lot of these people, they pick the most, like, people with the most idealized version of their partner and then ask them to concede. They're not going to concede. They're not in a position to concede right now. So, yeah, it's not an experiment that works.
No. But I'm keen to see where it ends up, what week they'll end up leaving. We'll see. I think based on just the last episodes, she's leaving sooner rather than later. 100%.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, those are all the couples, actually. We've gone through them.
Yes.
At this moment in time, it sounds like we've got hope for 2 to 3 couples out there.
Honestly, I don't really.
Yeah.
I'm saying I do because I ought to say that, but I don't really. And I also don't really I don't care if they make it or not. Like, I'm now just watching the show for entertainment. I'm not watching it as a love story anymore. So I honestly don't care.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, so we won't do any ratings now. We'll come back to this couple or the rest of the couples as the series progresses, because this is going to continue for 50 days and 50 nights. So, yeah. Any initial thoughts about, like, none of the couples are actually going to make it?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like this season, probably like the last couple, it has become so evident that everything is being set up. That there is no genuine match. Like, there's no matchmaker's involvement in this at all. It is very, very clear. The fact that we've had so many couples where their physical types have not really been selected as their partner, which, of course, there's good and bad things, because maybe your type hasn't been working in the past. But we also have to be realistic. People are visual. People are looking for an attractive partner, and an attractive partner to them. And the producers obviously know that the people that they're partnering and pairing with these contestants are not the person's type. So there's that. It's also very clear that your type's type is not you for some of these couples. And yeah, I don't know. I'm going to just keep on watching. I have a couple of couples that I do like, but maths is a hard slog. So I'm hoping that it stays interesting, it stays good, but it doesn't go to the extreme of Australia. So yeah, what are we going to do next time?
We should probably talk about Love is Blind. I mean, we were going to talk about The Girlfriend, but then obviously maths started, and we always talk about maths, so it felt right for it to jump in the queue.
Yeah.
We might talk about Love is Blind. Love is Blind might end up being incredibly boring.
Yeah.
So
let's see.
Probably Love is Blind. We'll definitely be updating on maths. And if Love is Blind is boring, we might talk about The Girlfriend instead.
Yeah. I saw so many posters and ads for it. But anyway, That is Maths or Married at First Sight. And we're going to leave you at Last Sight with a beautiful outro. And this has been Scripts and Giggles with Shoshanna
and Marnie.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.